floor observation.
We're gonna go all.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
Do they not have enough of us recorded already? They could just do this in AI.
And Alex Keary.
We're not even real. This entire show is just a hologram.
This is KSL Brightside, the after party. But it's before. With Ethan and Alex on KSL News Radio.
All right, we did it. We're back on the air. Thanks so much for joining us. This is KSL Brightside. And we had this whole thing planned out for what we were going to do today.
Oh, we did? Yeah, it's called a rundown. We actually have one every day.
And then some joker climbs up to the top of the Empire State Building.
Oh.
So we're going to talk about that in a minute. What do you want to do first, Alex? Do you want to do our America 250 list?
We've been doing our America 250 list, and I think I may have done the math wrong because I didn't take into account the fact that we don't have 5 days this week. We're going to have to mow through a few more of these.
Okay.
Through the day here.
Yeah.
And so if you're not familiar with the list, Ethan, explain what exactly we're trying to do here with this America 250.
So Alex came up with...
I have it in front of me.
Yeah, Alex came up with this idea. It's actually a pretty good idea.
Don't say actually like that either. And don't say pretty good because it's insulting. All of it is insulting.
So Alex surprised both Caitlin and I when he came up with it was a pretty good idea.
Who cares?
And it's been executed in a reasonable fashion, and I think it's okay. Alex, I think you did.
Appreciate that.
I think you did well enough.
Appreciate you
on this. So he worked with an AI agent to put together the. What are you laughing at?
AI agent makes it sound like it's human.
His AI insurance agent, to put together a list of the 250 most important, most transformative, most impactful people, places, and things.
Yes.
Events, individuals, locations in America, in America's 250-year history. And so we have not reviewed this list. So Alex gave all the prompts, and then it created it. So this is a surprise list to all of us. We don't know what's number one.
You know what's
we don't know what's number 20.
It's such a big endeavor. According to Copilot, they're acting like they're doing so much work. Right? They're like, this is a comprehensive list. I can't just give that to you in one response. And I'm like, great, break it up into however many responses you need. I don't I don't need it by end of business day.
What number are we on now?
So we're starting at 150 now.
So we're at 150. We're going to go to 125.
We're going to go to 125. I think we should even knock out a few more because if we're going to get to 250 through tomorrow, because we're not here Friday.
Right.
I might add a couple more. We might get ourselves down to. We might get past 100 today.
Okay.
Just to be able to make sure that tomorrow we don't have to rush through 100.
Okay.
Because I think interesting would be the top 10. Yeah. All right. So here we go. Starting from 150, Ansel Adams. So of
photographer.
Course,
yeah. Photographer.
Iconic photographs. The Statue of Liberty, 149.
Okay.
Brown v. Board of Education.
Oh yeah.
148. The New York Times, 147.
Okay.
John Steinbeck, number 146. The National Mall. Now we're talking, like things that are just like those and that's
so
all.
The National Mall is on there. So was the Smithsonian Museum.
Yes,
is on there too.
The National Mall. That's all the monuments, right? Like.
Yeah. All the big ones.
So like
and the big museums. So the
Washington Monument. That's all part of it.
The big art galleries, the big museums.
It's all wrapped up into one. Okay.
All in one area.
The Wright Brothers Aviation Revolution. Now, yesterday I think we
had one of the Wright.
Orville.
We have
Orville Redenbacher on here, and he was popcorn and airplanes. Mm-hmm. Apple Inc.
Okay.
All right. Mount Vernon.
Okay.
At 141. The Space Shuttle program.
At 140?
At 140.
All right.
Amazon at 139, higher than Apple. I think they might be right.
Yeah.
Ralph Waldo Emerson. The list has like an obsession with like certain time frame writers. Remember Ralph Waldo Emerson showed up. What was it? Henry David Thoreau was yesterday at one point. The National Archives.
Okay.
All right.
Have you been in there to see the
I
founding
told you
documents?
I haven't been to Washington, D.C.
Oh, that's right.
Ever.
Yeah.
So I've got to figure that out.
They're tough to see. It's really dark in there.
Oh, I thought you meant like you're going to have a tough time getting in there.
No, I mean, it's free. You can go in there.
Okay.
All that stuff is free, which is cool, but.
Bell Labs, 135. I thought this was interesting. Neil deGrasse Tyson at 134. Seems high ranked. Also seems, I mean, like of all the Americans that have lived, I like his contributions to public science, but I told myself I wouldn't get into the back and forth whether or not people should be on the list. So there you go. Cape Canaveral, number 133.
Okay.
The Civilian Conservation Corps. I think that's all of them all together. So like the roads, trails, parks, forests, all of it. Okay.
Okay.
The NFL, 131.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it should be higher.
You think so?
Oh yeah. The NFL is so mad because guess who's 130? Helen Keller, somebody who couldn't appreciate the National Football League at all.
And she's more
transformative
to America.
Yes. Gettysburg National Military Park.
Are you familiar with this new conspiracy theory among young people?
Which is what?
That Helen Keller is not real?
Yeah, I've seen it. No, not real, but could see it.
Yeah, basically the whole thing was a fraud.
Yeah. But didn't I mean, how are we going to anyway. The Montgomery bus boycott. Again, that was these are things that are some stuff is dark history.
So there is some redundancy because we've already done Rosa Parks.
We did Rosa Parks. The bus boycott, I think it was all of it, but also the Library of Congress, 127.
Okay.
And then speaking of scientists that talked a lot about space, Carl Sagan, at 126. And I think that I think that a lot of people wonder if this was.
So we had Cape Canaveral, the Space Shuttle program, Carl Sagan, Neil deGrasse Tyson, all within 25 of each other.
Yeah. Okay. And then real quickly, I'm going to go through a couple more here so we can take a chunk out of some of these.
Okay.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, 125. The National Park Service, 124. Google, 123. Theodore Roosevelt, 122. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, 121. Grand Teton National Park, 120. I'll get down to 115. I'll feel good about it. Thomas Edison, 119. I don't know if this is. Tell me if this is. Okay. The internet is 118. You
could kind of put the internet top 10, I would think.
You should have put. Well, you should have put Al Gore in parentheses. If we're going if we're going to go that far.
You think Al Gore's on this list?
I don't know. NASA is listed at 117.
I guarantee there's no vice presidents on this list unless they also serve as president.
And the Emancipation Proclamation at 115, that seems low.
It does seem low.
Seems like it should be way further up there because also right next to it is Martin Luther King. Jr. at 113.
It's low.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So there we are. We're gonna go up to 113. Oh no, let's go to 110.
Okay.
The Apollo space program, Standard Oil at 111. I love how that's in front of the Apollo space program. Anyway, and then back to reality. And then Thomas Jefferson at 110. So there you go.
You're kidding. Thomas Jefferson is...
That seems very low. I'm interested to see, because you know what's going to happen? It's going to be like the bologna sandwich is going to be like 19.
Now,
and we're going to be upset.
If we're blowing through the Emancipation Proclamation and Martin Luther King and Thomas Jefferson, and we still haven't hit the top 100, I have no idea.
I have some real
who's
questions.
in the top 10, because I would have nodded my head at all three of those having been in the top 10 or top 20. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what this is going to be.
So there you go. Those are at least some of them. I'm interested to see what the top 100 brings us also, which we're going to get to. We're going to crack the top 100 today during the regular show from 1 to 3.
Okay.
So if you want to tune into that, you can find it. It's at the very end of the program. It's during our Ask AI segment, and so we'll get to that. There'll be a lot of. We'll have some fun with it. Again, I don't want to diss on AI too much, but they've screwed it up pretty bad with some of the people where they put them right now.
I'm not sure.
Now, I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree they should all be on the list. I think Thomas Jefferson, the Emancipation Proclamation, those were both probably top 10, top 15 situations.
Honestly.
So
for sure. All right.
Millard, what do you have next for us here?
Next up, we've got the Empire State Building.
This happened today.
This happened today. A Daredevil couple got engaged at the top of the Empire State Building. Now, not the top of the Empire State Building as you and I know it, which is going up to the observation deck and getting engaged.
Oh, yeah.
These people found a way to climb all the way up to the top of the antenna at the very, very tippy top.
Well, they got to the base of the antenna. That's where he proposed to his future bride. But then they got up to the top and then put a big banner out, right?
They put a big banner out that said, "When the power of love beats the love of power, the world will know peace."
Don't you like when they were writing it down on the thing? They're like, "That is so good. You were so hot right now."
Well, they're right though.
No, I'm sure. Look, it's a good. Okay, here we go. We got some footage here, Millard.
Do we?
We need this monitor, this other monitor on, but.
Wait, we didn't turn it on. My bad.
It's
I plugged
okay.
it in.
All right. It's all right.
It's fine. I can see it from over here.
Back up a little.
Ethan, I've been to New York. I never went to the Empire State Building.
I've seen it from the ground.
I know. It seems overrated.
We got a couple comments from Monkey Ben. He says he's excited to see what number scaling the Empire State Building to propose turns out to be on the list of 250. And
it probably would be up there considering how this list is going.
And I thought this was an interesting point. Neil deGrasse Tyson being higher than Benjamin Franklin is a little suspect.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin was like day one, right?
Yeah.
And we all looked at each other and kind of went, okay, I'm just thinking.
I mean, he's there.
I'm interested to see where they go with this list. That's what we've been saying the whole list.
Yeah.
So far, there's nothing on there that I don't think should be on the list. It's just about, and to AI's credit, this is a very difficult list. Hey, this is where we poo-poo AI real quick. We go, hey, you tried so hard.
You did. Have you given that feedback?
You've
when
tried.
we're done, you should put that in. Say, hey, I just want to let you know you've
tried so hard.
You tried hard.
So he did. So that wasn't an AI picture of them proposing. It really was him proposing, Caitlin. Right? Like that's the. Okay, here it is. So
so I'll just make this part bigger. So they were at the top, and that's what I was showing earlier. I'll go back to it. But then they climbed down to this other level, and that's when he proposed.
So he proposed not before they went up
that's what he's
all the
doing
way.
right here.
Do you think she anticipated it? Do you think she was told?
I don't know, but honestly, if you're gonna do this, there's not a better time.
I mean, look,
you get taken
you're
away.
on national television. You're dressed like Catwoman. He's not really dressed like Batman. He's just like Catman. If it's Catwoman, it's Catman, and they're both dressed up in their
Catwoman and Dogman.
They're both dressed up in their looting outfits. That's what it looks like. It looks like they're gonna loot.
Oh, they know who it is.
Yeah,
well, of course they do because they had to come down. Now. I love that they covered up their identities.
Angela Nicolau and Ivan Birkus, they're Russians.
Oh, I was gonna say these are some. Gosh, that
think
that ruins it. It's not Craig Jones and
are there no American Daredevils anymore?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Is like something cool gets done, and look, I don't know. Maybe we're being weird about it. It's not cool to break the law, kids.
Look, this
cool.
was his camera, because there is a shot, and I actually never found it, but this is his camera, and it showed up on Reddit. How did they get the image on Reddit so fast that you had from this little camera?
I don't know. Maybe it streamed. Maybe they were streaming the whole thing.
Maybe it was, yeah.
Posted it from, or maybe he posted it to
But that's
Reddit.
what I'm saying.
I couldn't find it very easy.
Maybe he sent a text message.
I could see them having streamed the whole thing. And
Do you know how high?
In an era of social media, congrats to them. They were like, we have to put this to video. We have to stream this live. We have to figure out a way to get this thing going.
Do you know how high the the top of the building spire is? Do you know how high that is?
I'm gonna go. Do you want it in meters?
No, give it to me in feet. They're Russian, we're not. So
yes,
give it to me in feet.
It's gonna be lower than I think. I'm gonna go 680 feet.
Oh, almost exactly right. It's
Really?
1,454 feet.
So, and the Empire State Building was the. Remember, it was the
building.
It was the building, and now it's outdone by
every other building in the world.
I'm watching this clip, and he's like caressing her at the top of
Sheesh.
at the pinpoint. This is before he proposed.
Settle down. Oh, he was feeling the love for sure. He was showing the love because their whole message was about the love.
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
So I don't know. Here's the thing: we gave them all the attention that they wanted. They got it. I think a lot of questions are going to be asked to the staff at the Empire State Building. From a security standpoint, this is not a good look. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And because what ends up happening too in New York City, the New York skyline should never be in the headlines for a rogue operation ever again, right? You should never be in the news showing a building, an iconic building in New York City.
Why? Like for security?
Yes, because we have a history with, hey, we don't want this to be a part of the news. Now, this is pretty low-level stuff because it's a statement about love. But at the same time...
It could have been a terrorist with an RPG. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know about RPG, but I do think that just like getting kind of wherever you want, like on the most iconic tall building in New York City, and you get to put your message out there to the world, and you get to have your fun... I'm surprised they should have done a gender reveal. That's what it should have been. Like it would have been like a blue off of the top of the Empire State Building. That would have been fun.
I'm wondering how close that is to Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
I was gonna say on all weeks,
boy.
all weekends,
on all
almost.
the weekends. You know what? And you know what, Taylor? You know what Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce need to recognize? They need to probably acknowledge this publicly. They were the second most important love story this weekend in New York.
It hasn't happened yet, so they could be the first.
It is an 8-minute walk.
That's close.
Maybe
seems close, yeah.
So do we have a confirmation if that was? You know what? Maybe this is part of the whole thing. Maybe that was Travis Kelce. Ethan. Maybe that was Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift up there.
That
Quick,
didn't look like them.
someone add together the numbers that are represented in the letters of all those of those two Russians. Quick, someone add it up.
How many numbers are in that flag right there? If there's 13, I am going to cancel this entire show, and I'm diving full on into the next era.
Into the religion of Taylor
I'm going to
Swift.
start buying all of it. If it was them, you guys, if it was them, I think we broke something open here.
Well, it wasn't them because we know the names of these people.
Yeah, the fake names. The fake names of the fake people, because all of this was a giant freaking setup.
What, Taylor Swift doesn't know how to wear a wig?
Taylor Swift can't put together a couple fake passports?
Look like a Russian for a day?
That man, I will just make this bigger. He is not. Travis Kelce's a lot bigger, taller, buff. That's not Travis Kelce.
He's not buff enough?
And that's also
I
not
don't know, he
Taylor.
looks pretty strong.
No, his Travis
Full
looks
Wilson?
bigger than that.
Travie. He's wearing baggy clothes on the bottom.
I don't think that is. He's a little too frail. I'm not not frail, but he's just.
I don't think because she was not wearing. They were not wearing one bit of safety gear, right?
No, that was actually what's
the Swift camp would, and the lawyers, even for the ones who are trying to figure. Ethan, we all know this. We all know that this is fake now. This is not them because the lawyers would not have approved of being strapped down.
KSL Brightside can confirm that the couple that was engaged at the Empire State Building was not Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Because of the lawyers.
Obviously because of the lawyers. And
because of the insurance.
Because you're right. I mean, that guy's obviously really fit, but he doesn't have the bulk that I think Travis Kelce does. So
you're calling him fat?
And
or
I
saying
think
he's
Travis
not ripped?
Kelce was seen. I don't know if it was this morning, but I saw a picture of him running in New York City. I was like, how does he just run? Like jog
running in a
New York.
black outfit?
No.
Toward
was
the
just
Empire
jogging.
State
Where was he
Building?
running?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
because
actually
I can
confirms more. Actually,
I
now.
can Google map it.
I don't know. I saw this earlier. I didn't think it was relevant, so I
I
didn't
don't
look
know.
too far
Come
into
on,
it.
Caitlin.
It was just the fact he was in New York.
We need you to notice the details here.
It was TMZ at work.
This is hilarious. I love all this. You know why? Because I feel like actually we're finding more out about. I feel like that is this a part of the situation?
Oh, this was 19 hours ago. Runaway. TMZ. Runaway groom. He's jogging in
I
New
know.
York.
But so 19 hours is enough time to get to
the Empire State Building from
I
the
thought it was
hotel.
this morning,
from
my bad.
anywhere in New York, really.
He could have been in Ohio. He would have made it. Yeah. I love the idea that this could somehow
It was
be
in
tied
Tribeca where Tay lives.
She lives there.
Yeah, I went outside her house.
Hold on a
once.
second.
You did.
Yeah, I was scared.
You are the creepiest.
Tribeca.
Uh,
Okay, so Tribeca is a neighborhood.
to the Empire State Building. Well, I'm getting
To
to the
the
bottom
Empire
of this.
State
Yeah,
Building.
we got to get to the bottom of this because I think that the reality is she is capable of all of this.
58-minute walk.
Okay,
But using the metro, 19 minutes.
they would not take the C train down there.
Dressed as Russians?
No. Oh, I guess. Yeah. Well, if you're dressed in all black and you put a balaclava on, I think you're going to get in trouble before you get there.
Well, you want to know one of the ways in which they're in trouble?
What?
So it is illegal to wear masks and costumes at the Empire State Building.
That is the
And
least
they
of
are
my
wearing
concerns.
they're wearing masks on their face.
Well, I mean, they probably
Which is
put them on.
prohibited
I
in the
do
Empire
love that
State
they
Building.
put. I do love that they put masks on. Presumably, to get up there, we're gonna start getting all of the footage. You guys can already picture this in your head. We're gonna get all of the security footage of them walking, the stills of them walking upstairs, the stills of them getting onto a thing, and this is the part that you should be actually extremely concerned about if you are the soon-to-be fired director of the Empire State Building security team,
Yeah.
which is you cannot just let people go. You cannot let people get out or get out there. And like it's straight out of a movie. In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, this door that says roof access, yeah, I'm sure it's got roof access. No. There's no way that there needs to be anybody getting anywhere near that, especially some Russian nationals.
But if that's what you want to do, it's smart to do it. I mean, this is the age where anything's permissible.
Yeah.
If you can do it, then
That's
do it.
true.
I mean, isn't that what American culture is right now?
Yeah.
If you can get away with it, then do it. Although they didn't get away with it.
They did not get away with it. You're right.
If you can get away with it, then do it. I mean, that is America's culture right now. So
Well, but also film it. Otherwise, it didn't happen. Otherwise, it's not worth any. It's not worth anything. I can't monetize it.
and if you get in enough trouble, you can always buy a pardon.
Here we go. From a love story perspective.
It was smart.
From a love story perspective, this is about as cool as it gets, though, right? Like for them. Come on.
All right, next up,
What do you have?
we're going to talk about the Poplar Grove neighborhood and how they have wild peacocks that live in the Poplar Grove neighborhood of Salt Lake City. Now, this is not unprecedented. So when I was a child, we lived in South Salt Lake, down near 21st South and State Street.
Yeah.
And guess what we had in our neighborhood? Wild peacocks that were there year-round.
You did.
We did, yeah.
Okay.
We did.
So Poplar Grove kind of maintains a few of them. This is over
Poplar-
by. This
these
is
are
over
wild.
and this is like this is right by Glendale, right?
Yes, it's over on the west side. And so, but here's what they're saying is someone got a video of an early morning, in early morning on May 3rd, a black Toyota Tacoma running down the road at a high rate of speed and striking and killing one of the peacocks. Since then, shortly after that, two other peacocks were hit and killed in the road. Someone actually saw that black Tacoma again, waved him down, and engaged with him, and this is what happened. So I'm reading this straight from a petition. The resident explained that the peafowl have been part of the Poplar Grove community for nearly 100 years. The driver stated they did not care and admitted that he had been intentionally hitting the birds with his vehicle.
Wow.
He further stated that he intended to continue to do so, which sounds like. Honestly, sounds like America 250 to me. I hate to be that guy.
But see, what's interesting
but, I
is
mean,
that
this sounds so
he probably
obvious.
He probably doesn't. He probably didn't want to do any of those things. But like once he got confronted, then he just like went, you know what? I'm hitting all of them. It's a game for me, Karen. Maybe he's. I don't think he's got. Who's got time to be searching out the peacocks to go run them over?
When informed that law enforcement they're just out. They're out in the street.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, who? But that means he's going around looking for him and running him over.
So he apparently, neighbors say he's killed 3, like in quick succession. And when informed that law enforcement had been contacted previously and efforts were underway to identify him, the driver drove away while reaffirming his intent. So they contacted the police. The police went and talked to him, and he was like, "No, man, I didn't do any of that.
That wasn't me."
But see, they've got him on video, and
that weren't me.
There's a petition going around right now, and it's posted online at change.org, asking for the district attorney to file charges for this guy, which I think it's smart for them to get serious about this. And I can't speak to the charges; I'm not a lawyer. But number one, he ran over the bird. Fine, so he was speeding. Probably they got him on tape speeding. But if he's deliberately hitting these birds, they're wild birds. Even if the district attorney says, well, you know what? This is not that big of a deal. What kind of person does this? And what do you do about him living in your neighborhood?
It is kind of
because this is really disturbing.
It is a weird thing that he's obsessing. If this is the case, if he were obsessing over making sure that he could run over, that would be really weird to run over a peacock. That's a lot of stuff to run over. You know what I mean?
Well, there are large ones and small ones, and when they have their feathers folded, they just look like long birds.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is like that's a lot of birds still to run over, even if they're not. And the female peacock is just a brown, smaller version of, and not as big of the feather situation. But it's just kind of interesting.
But there are people like this.
They're loud. The peacocks are loud.
There are people like this who do this, and they have these weird hang-ups, and they manifest themselves in weird ways. I have a friend of mine who's a cyclist, and you know what kind of a problem we have in Salt Lake Valley that cyclists have? Actually, all across Utah.
Let me guess. People won't share the road.
No, people menace them with their cars and with their trucks.
Right.
And they run up on them, and they sideswipe them, which is a really weird thing to do. It's weird to chase down a peacock and hit it and kill it. It's weird to menace a cyclist, right? Like there are these things that people do that are just weird.
I'm into scaring the crap out of the cyclists.
But they are so crazy antisocial that I feel like you at a certain point you have to take them seriously, even though it was just a bird or even though the cyclist wasn't killed. We had
that's when you go, what's going on at home? What happened at work?
There was a neighborhood rally on Wasatch near my house, and there's no sidewalks in this part, right?
Right.
And it was, and people were out because it's a really high speed area, and people haven't liked what UDOT is doing there because they feel like it's unsafe. So they're out there, right? And there's no sidewalk, so everyone's on the shoulder, right? And this guy came along, and he kind of slowed down, pulled right over. He had a big truck, pulled right over, like right up against the line, right next to where all these people were standing, and then attempted to roll coal on everybody.
Right. Yeah.
And he was not effective. He kind of blew it.
It was a hybrid, so it didn't work out at all.
But like things like that, people do these crazy antisocial things in their car
that they would never do in person. Right?
Yeah.
They would likely never try to attempt to approach a group and be like, why don't you guys go blankety blank yourself?
Why would someone do that? Why would someone look at a group of people on the side and say, watch what I'm going to do?
Because
or see a cyclist and sideswipe them and honk at them, or see a bird and run over it deliberately and then boast to the neighbors and say you'll do it again.
Yeah.
What kind of people? You know what I mean?
It's an interesting study there. I think the cyclist stuff is interesting because I think it's watch this level stuff. You know what I mean? And it's the kind of thing where they've got their friends with them and then they go, dude, watch this. But this guy driving around and hitting the peacocks and running over a big bird. That's like, and then
I think telling the neighbors, I'm going to do it again.
I'm going to keep doing it. I like it. Feels good. A serial serial peacock killer.
But I feel like the stuff like this, we have to take this person seriously. I mean, is this what do you do?
I don't know. I don't know if you can. What would the charge be? Running over a bird, intentionally running over a bird.
Well, I mean that's up to the district attorney. But
can they not move out of the way very quickly? They're not as nimble as a pigeon.
I don't know.
What did George Costanza remember? He goes, "We had a deal."
Alex, come on, don't blame the victim here.
I was like, it's a peacock.
Why can't these peacocks just get out of the road?
No, it's not even that. You can stay on the road. Just get out of the way of the truck. You got to be faster.
What?
You got to be faster than that,
You know
bird.
what? Let me get you this guy's number, and you guys can get together, go bowling, talk about how stupid peacocks
Can
are.
you believe that peacock didn't get out of your way those 3 times in a a
They're such dummies.
Real
I'm glad
early
they're
money
dead.
while you were searching them out. Obviously, they're the Darwin winner of the day. Hold on. Was it? Are there any other places? Because we lived up by the zoo, and the zoo we could hear the peacocks. So if you were by it, if you were walking around kind of by the zoo, you could hear the peacocks, super loud, right?
Yeah.
These are loud birds. And I know this is kind of part of this is kind of part of Poplar Grove's identity.
Yeah, I don't remember them being particularly loud, but do you think that's this guy's motivation? Is that they're loud birds, so he's trying to kill them?
It could be, or it could also just be this idea of, I guess these guys are more important than real people. We got to stop for them.
I'm super interested in.
I want the psychology. I do want. I want another person too.
People are hard to understand when it comes to these.
I know, and that's what I'm.
situations.
And then, so when he gets in trouble, well, obviously he kind of partway got in trouble, and then he goes, "I don't know what you're talking about."
I feel like it wasn't
No
about the
idea what
birds.
we're talking about.
I feel like it wasn't about the birds. I feel like it was about something else. The birds in that moment were representing something else.
Well,
like his ex-girlfriend, maybe.
His boss. You know, his job that he just got fired from.
Joe Biden.
Yes. You're like, hey man,
Mexicans.
You don't need to worry about Joe Biden
maybe he's
anymore.
just really, really mad.
You know, he could be. There are all sorts of things going on. Maybe he's Hispanic. You don't know that.
No, you're right. It could be anybody. Could be anybody.
Millard. You and your suppositions. All right. Finally, Ethan, what do you have here before we get out? Final segment of the stream before we head downstairs.
Gosh, you know what? I'm actually. we have a bear. We have a bear chase.
Oh, we got a real video. So
we got that.
My wife
We do
sent.
have it if
So
you
my
wanna
wife
stay
sent
with
me
the bear.
this. My wife sent me this, and I was like, all the things you and I have learned about bears. We did a whole thing about how to treat bear encounters, right?
Yeah.
And I watched this person on this video break all the rules. And I don't know where exactly they were, and I think that it felt like this bear was obviously.
This is in Canada.
This is in Canada. These
And
bears,
this is a
bear
grizzly.
This is a brown bear. It was very.
It was a grizzly bear.
Well, that's what brown bears are. But it was very used. They're very used to. It seemed like they were used to being around people a little bit more. And so this lady's out walking her dog. Here's the video. It's quite frightening because this bear was very interested.
Go away.
Okay. Yeah. Got some noises. Yep.
Well, she's doing all right.
Yeah.
She's doing the right things.
No.
You call out to him. She needs to be louder. She needs to be
hold on.
louder.
Meh.
Hey.
She starts getting kind of funny here.
Hey.
She's like, this is kind of effective.
She's backing away, but
bear's-
facing the bear.
The bear is. What is it?
Hey, no. Hey. No. No.
Yeah, just say no. Just say no to it. Yeah.
Hey.
Now the bear stands
Stop
up.
it.
So the bear's
Stop
running.
it.
Oh, jeez.
Strong.
Stop.
This is frightening.
Not. No.
Is she trying to get the dog? I think the bear's trying to get the dog, isn't
So Ethan,
Stop it.
1,000%.
Go away. Go.
Okay. She's doing all the wrong things here, and I'll
So-
tell you why. You're supposed to act big and everything, but I'll tell you the thing that she's doing is that she's just continuing to walk, and then she's also her and the dog are essentially, according to this bear, are running away.
he? You think so?
Yeah, you can see them. They're moving up the road really, really quickly. If you watch the original video,
the dog is running around.
and the dog's running around, and the bear's going, "I'm checking this out." All of the triggers from the natural attack standpoint of this bear are being triggered. All the wiring is getting fired up here because the lady's making all these noises, and it's one thing to stay in your ground and to make those noises. They are walking up the street, and the dog is running next to the lady and definitely trying to get away from this bear, which is making the bear more interested.
Yeah.
And so, this is why you can't just make. But that was really annoying sounds she was making. So I'm surprised the bear didn't just leave and go.
I thought she did all right. I think that had she not had the dog, it might have been more straightforward because I think the dog kept running. I think you're right. I think the bear was seeing the dog run around.
And it was like, I'm interested in this.
But she was doing the right thing. She was backing away, kept facing the bear.
Yeah, but I think you're supposed to stay in ground, and I think that she should have stood ground a little bit more because the bear wouldn't have kept approaching if.
But did you notice though? She was really close to houses and cars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I think that this bear is a little bit more
Which I'd be
used to being around
I'd be a
people.
little bit annoyed at the neighbors. I'd be like, guys, I was out there shouting. No one comes out to look. No one can look out the window.
But then they go, oh, geez, Nancy's got a bear on her. Put the blinds down. I got to get out of here.
I don't like social interactions. They're awkward. It's too awkward. I'm not going out there.
I'm just going to run this lady's dog over
You
with
know,
my car.
I would have gone out there, but I'm just not very good in social situations.
I'm going to run this lady's dog over with my car. I think that'll teach her a lesson. You and your dog are being way too loud. I don't know why you guys are being so loud about this. Oh my goodness. The animal stuff is wild to me because I don't know if you have the ability to be able to, in that moment, you're not going to know exactly what to do. And even though you and I have talked about what to do around bears 10, 15 times in our career.
How do you know?
When they actually approach you, you'd be like, okay, what color is this? Okay, brown. What are you supposed to do? Brown. Hey, brown. Don't lay down. Brown. Please lay down. Like, what am I supposed to do in this scenario? If he bites your head, pretend you're dead. I've got all these rhymes in my head that don't actually apply to the situation. But
I don't know what I would do, because if he bites your head, pretend you're dead.
I don't
remember
I don't remember what the rhymes are.
It's really easy to pretend you're dead. So we got a note here from Cheshire Cat 246 from the Cheshires.
Yeah.
We had a block party 20 years ago.
And?
We blocked off the road the best we could and had permission from all residents, yet there was still a driver who drove onto the sidewalk to get around the barricaded street. Could you imagine someone driving onto the sidewalk to drive through the block party?
We've had our block party every year, and our cul-de-sac we rope it off. But the people that are in there are the cul-de-sac people. But a guy honked one time and goes, I needed to turn around. And I was like, do it up the street, because this is obviously caution tape and like 2 food trucks sitting right in front of you. I didn't know.
Was that the guy who's been running over?
I got to turn around. I was like, okay, you want me to back you up? You want me to turn it around for you? I'm capable of pulling into a driveway above our yards or above our street, and you can back it up that way. And he was just, and he gave me one of the stupid.
You got any peacocks I can hit with my truck?
You got it. Millard, what else we have? Anything else on the stream we're supposed to be hitting up?
That's all I had.
Well, you guys didn't. You wanted to talk about the Taylor Swift theories.
I know. I thought we were going to do it.
Well, we have 5 minutes.
Why did you avoid Taylor Swift?
I don't know if it was intentionally avoided.
I didn't do it intentionally.
He did it, right?
It's tough. We can.
Okay,
fire it got brought up.
Okay,
it did get brought
I'm
up,
disappointed in Ethan because, for Ruby's sake, actually, I'm disappointed.
This was
that her
Alex's idea, although I am following it very closely.
Taylor Swift is obviously getting married this weekend. It's obviously in New York. It's obviously in Madison Square Garden. I mean, at that point, all this is obvious, right?
It was kicked off by a fake by a fake engagement on top of the Empire State Building today.
That was a nice head fake,
staged by their people. Okay, so give me the latest here, Caitlin, because I'm not. I've been following it, the same stuff that other people have. I've been reading some of the same stories. Everything is lining up. The setup is happening currently. That's what they're saying, right?
Yes. If you get on any social media site, there are people stalking this, and there's just been trucks pulling in. There have been like Taylor Swift things popping up, like this little castle that is being unloaded. There's like signs that say Rose Garden. I don't know.
We've got some video. Don't we have video of that stuff being unloaded?
If you want. But there is activity, basically.
So let me ask. I'm going to ask AI something here, and that is, how much do you think the MSG marriage between Taylor Swift? Am I asking the right questions here? Or is this too wordy?
Will it understand MSG?
I have on the stream video of a castle being shown.
A castle? What do you mean?
This is being unloaded into Madison.
Pieces of
so
is
if
it
you
paper mache? It's like breaking. What's going on here?
I have no idea what it is, but it's essentially like people are tying it to the Love Story music video, and like Speak Now also was just like castles.
He's just
castles.
And my favorite part is
Taylor Swift. I don't know.
My favorite part is he's just going along with this. Okay, you guys ready for $1?
Well, what's he going to say?
I know.
I don't know what it's all for.
Okay.
So
can I? So the average American wedding is $35,000 to $40,000, which is insane, right? The average Utah wedding is not that, but
$35,000.
Yeah, I know. You've got a daughter. I've got.
Jeez, you ever hear of not getting married?
All right, so the estimations are. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Just to rent out Madison Square Garden, how much do you think it's going to cost you for 3 days?
A couple $100,000.
3 to 5 million. 3 to 5 million.
Or
okay.
10 times that.
Decor, and they even put in here the custom castle, gardens, floral, lighting, lasers.
It's gonna be beautiful.
2 to 4 million. So
Okay.
let's go on the high side, 9 million right now. Food and drink for 1,000 guests, 2 million. Entertainment, it's free because it's Taylor Swift.
Right.
Are we talking about jugglers? What are we talking about? Because they say it's 3 million.
Well, maybe she's hiring people.
Okay.
She's gonna pay people.
She'll do some of her songs, and then Travis is going to do a demonstration of like football moves.
Reimbursing New York PD for security, 2 million.
Okay.
Production, staging, logistics, 3 million. Transportation, hotels, miscellaneous, 2 million. Total cost of about between $25 and $30 million for this wedding. That seems like a drop in the bucket for both of them, right?
So she's a billionaire.
Yes.
And which means that, and we did the math on that Ferrari, and I think that if you were a family and you had $100,000 in savings, imagine being able to do all of that for like $2,500.
Ah.
That's basically about.
Have they thought about doing it at the Ward building over there with the crepe paper? There's already a basketball hoop up. Travis Kelce can dunk.
It's Madison Square Garden, and if anyone knows about holding weddings in gyms, basketball gyms,
I'm just saying it's
us.
It's our people.
The thing that gets me about this, as I like kind of see all this stuff unfolding, like there's clearly something happening.
Yeah.
People are like Swiftie fans. They're still in denial that it's even taking place. It's like it's all a ruse, and I'm like,
What's
point,
the ruse going to be though?
What's the point of all of this?
That it's a concert? That
like,
it's a fake concert?
I don't
know.
I mean, some people said it was like a music video shoot.
No, let
I'm
them
like,
get.
Just let.
No,
like,
let them get married.
I didn't believe it at first, but it was
No,
before
I'm
I
on
really
board.
thought about it.
I love it. I think like I don't like Travis Kelce. I don't like the Chiefs very much. I don't like his vibe very much. I'm all about this for them. I love this idea. I love this wedding for them. It's amazing.
No, you know what's going to happen? So this is the biggest head fake in history.
It could be.
So they're going to
what
finally.
could they be faking out?
No, we're going to finally. She's going to get married. It's not going to be in New York. It's going to be a small little ceremony, and she's going to marry Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, no. You just said a swear word.
Really? You just.
This whole thing.
Well, I was gonna say,
this whole thing has been the
seen
biggest
Caitlin
head
so
fake
mad.
in
For
history.
someone whose life has been focused so heavily on her relationships, I've like kind of come to the conclusion like, why would she not make this a huge thing? You know what I mean? Because of something like that comment right there.
She deserves it. What about that one guy in high school who's like, do we still have a chance? Remember that guy she dated? He's like still popping up. He's like, I guess she moved on with her life. All right. We are going to go downstairs. We've got lots to go on the 1 to 3 p.m. portion of KSL Brightside. We can stream this. The stream will keep going. You can keep viewing it there. You can make your comments there, and then we're going to pop right back up on the radio side of things on KSL News Radio, 102.7 FM, 1160 AM. You can also go to KSLNewsRadio.com and stream all of this and look at all of it. You can also go to the KSL Brightside YouTube page, anywhere podcasts are found also. So for Caitlin and for Ethan, we'll be downstairs.
Way too many things that are driving wedges between us. Way too many things that are driving wedges between us. But there is so much we already agree on. And each one of our panelists, in one way or another, presented that. Governor Levitt, Brian King, as you mentioned, Gabby Finlayson. And Ronald Reagan used to say that if somebody is agreeing with me 70-80% of the time, they're my friend. And now it seems like we're letting the 10% of our differences just divide us to a point that is unrealistic. And I'll tell you, our panelists really gave some good examples. And one of the questions that was asked, and was asked of each one of these individuals, tell us a short story about the time that perhaps somebody from the other side of an issue or on the other political side of the aisle actually changed your mind. And it was interesting. And yes, we had some good stories. Both Brian King and Governor Levitt, and Gabby also had an example working in her field where listening to somebody else actually maybe, if it didn't totally change your point of view, perhaps it swerved you a little bit toward being a little closer in agreement. So it was a great conversation. We had a great group down there. We had so many organizations from throughout the state of Utah that participated by not only submitting questions, but also showing up to ask that question. And there was a lot of overlap, too. A lot of the organizations that we reached out to, the questions came back with some real overlap and redundancy, and so we just kind of filtered those down so we could ask one.
Such an important topic, such an important discussion. What would you say was the main thing that we accomplished today? The
main thing that I hope we accomplished was to get people thinking about how can we recognize. And Ronald Reagan, I opened the program with this. This was in his first inaugural address. He said, "We shall reflect the compassion that is so much a part of your makeup," referring to the American people. How can we love our country and not love our countrymen? And in loving them, reach out a hand when they fall, heal them when they're sick, and provide opportunity to make them self-sufficient so they'll be equal in fact and not just in theory. And I also use this quote from Ted Kennedy. He said, "Never let the perfect be the enemy of the good." And I think that came through in the conversation that we had, that just because we don't agree on everything all the time, by the way, Billy Graham said, if anybody's agreeing on everything all the time, any two people, only one of them's doing the thinking. And that was another thing that was addressed with the way media is fed to people today and the different choices that are out there. It's easy to kind of find yourself in an echo chamber. So I thought it was very positive. We had some great comments, and I really appreciate everybody who participated, and I appreciated the chance to moderate it.
Thanks for coming out of retirement to join us today.
It's always a pleasure. It's good to see you, Maria.
Good to see you. Thanks, Doug. And, of course, that is KSL's Doug Wright joining us for today's Town Hall. Let's get you up to date on the drive, though. Traffic and weather, it's brought to you by UCCU. Learn how to save more this summer at uccu.com. What's going on, Ricky?
It's quiet on the roads. We haven't had any crashes reported. Now, we are expecting a little bit of an uptick in travel for the long holiday weekend, and we'll be here tomorrow afternoon with triple team traffic to help you navigate getting out of town a little more safely. But right now, all of your Valley freeways and your other major roadways seeing a crash-free commute. We have had some busy traffic on 114th South going westbound from I-15 over to 1300 West. And then also a little bit of slowing northbound I-15. It's more that it's busy traffic going from Centerville to Farmington, but no major delays on your routes right now. Don't miss Ute Stampede July 8th through 11th. Get half-price tickets to Wednesday's bull riding if you purchase Thursday Family Night, Utah's best family celebration, rodeo, and more. Visit UteStampedeRodeo.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
KSL 7-day forecast. We've got a little bit of wind today, nothing too concerning. Partly cloudy with a high of 88. Tomorrow, 89, partly cloudy, afternoon breeze. Mixture of sunshine and clouds on Friday with a high of 91. Your 4th of July, 93 in the afternoon, mostly sunny skies, looks beautiful. 97, mostly sunny on Sunday, and then we push it to 99 on Monday. Tuesday's 98, partly cloudy. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Matt Johnson.
Enjoy the 80s, 88 degrees in downtown Salt Lake City, and the 7-day forecast brought to you by Performance Automotive Bountiful. Quick check of the markets. The Dow is up, but the other two indices down today. A complete update of your money news is coming up next.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Do you spend half your day walking or standing while working? If you have foot, knee, or back problems, the Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Tony.
Pain that I experience the most is foot pain from being on my feet all day. You're having to kind of talk to yourself through the whole shift, like, I got this, I can do this. Before, I felt defeated, and now it's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. A whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
And how about working more comfortably, like Dennis?
Working at an amusement park, it's always on your feet. I just couldn't take it, but I didn't have a choice. I just couldn't believe that putting these arch supports in made that much of a difference that quickly. I could do my job and I could take care of my family. I know what my tomorrow's gonna be. It's gonna be positive.
You deserve a better life too. Stop in the Good Feet store today. We have locations in Farmington, Riverton, and Sandy.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
This is Derek Miller speaking on business. Fika Infusion and Wellness combines clinical expertise with a restorative experience. They focus on IV therapy and nutrient-based treatments designed to help people recharge, recover, and support long-term health and balance. Co-founder and CEO Trevor Brimley joins us with more.
Fika Infusion and Wellness was founded 6 years ago by my wife Megan and me with a simple goal: to create a premium wellness experience that helps people feel their best from the inside out. Today, we're proud to be a locally owned Utah company with 5 locations across Mill Creek, Woods Cross, Lehigh, and Park City, along with mobile IV services throughout the Wasatch Front. At Fika, we specialize in IV therapy, including vitamin IVs, injections, and iron infusions, as well as peptide therapy, hormone optimization, weight loss, and functional medicine. We've worked hard to create an elevated experience that combines high-quality care, beautiful spaces, and personalized service. Our team takes time to understand each individual's goals and create customized wellness plans tailored to their unique needs. As more people focus on proactive wellness and longevity, we're honored to help Utahns invest in their health and vitality. Learn more about us at fikainfusion.com.
Through personalized wellness care, Fika Infusion and Wellness is helping Utahns feel healthier, more energized, and supported in their daily lives. To learn more about their services and approach, visit fikainfusion.com. I'm Derek Miller with the Salt Lake Chamber, speaking on business.
KSL News Time 12:54. Heat in New York City this week. It doesn't appear to be stopping wedding preparations for one Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Sources tell ABC News the arena where Swift sat courtside during the New York Knicks NBA title run is host to 2 events related to the most anticipated celebrity wedding of the year. The first is Thursday evening for about 100 people. The second, for about 1,000 people, begins Friday afternoon with a cocktail hour and lasts for the next 12 hours into early Saturday morning. Streets will be shut down, tents and canopies put up to keep arrivals and departures secret.
That is ABC's Aaron Katursky reporting. Watching Utah's Money, a collaboration between Nokia and NASA, is trying to bring cell service to a celestial body near you. SpaceX also has their hand in the deal, where CNN says a rocket will bring a simple 4G network to the moon that will allow data to be transferred back to Earth in close to real time. Grey's Anatomy star Katherine Hagel has listed her Oakley Ranch for sale for after nearly 20 years, and it could be yours for a cool $10.5 million. Has a pool, gym, home theater, and a full room dedicated to knitting and crocheting. Ford is recalling nearly 750,000 vehicles due to issues with the transmission and parking system. That's according to federal regulators. Now, the recall covers a wide range of their models made between 2018 and 2021. Taking a look at your money at this moment, the Dow is up by 37 points, sitting at 52,356. S&P down by 7. The NASDAQ down by 137 points. Sell-by dates on food packaging in California are going away thanks to a new law that takes effect today.
Many of us throw out food when it ages beyond the sell-by date, but food companies say that date does not mean the product has gone bad or that it's unsafe to eat, but it's an indicator to stores so they know peak freshness. It can confuse consumers, and now as part of a new law here in California, sell-by labels are illegal on food packaging. Now, food manufacturers and retailers will have to use standardized wording of best if used by for peak quality and use by labels for product safety if a product cannot be consumed after that date. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes...
Your dog is limping, but she seems fine. Plus, you've heard they can fake it just to get what they want. So what's the deal now? You're being gaslit.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Oh, now she switched legs. What a diva.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
Getting help with electrical repairs is easier than you think. All you have to do is call Any Hour Services or schedule an appointment at anyhourservices.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services.
You trust us for news and information in your car. Now trust us at home. KSL News Radio has you covered, keeping you informed on the latest breaking news, weather, traffic, sports, and more. Listen on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device. Just say, Alexa, open KSL News Radio. Or listen on the KSL News Radio Listen app. Text the word app to 57500. KSL News Radio. We have you covered.
Traffic and weather together. It's brought to you by UCCU. Auto loan rates as low as 4.74% APR. And here's Ricky Meese.
It's not very often that we have such a quiet noontime drive, and we're ending on a quiet note as well. If you are traveling any of the Valley freeways, I have seen a little bit of busy traffic northbound I-15 between 33rd South and 2100 South. But that's it for I-15 as well as the rest of the Valley freeways. No accidents reported and no delays at this time. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Just the way we like it. Taking a look at the forecast for the Wasatch Front. Enjoy the 80s. They're about to come to an end. The high today, 88 degrees, up to 91 by Friday, 97 by Sunday. Monday, we're going to be at 99 degrees. So enjoy out these cooler temperatures, at least for now. We do have a slight chance of showers today and tomorrow, and possibly even Thursday. So we will continue to watch that for you as well. Right now, 88 degrees downtown. KSL Brightside is coming up next.
KSL FM Midvale.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
It is 1 o'clock at KSL News Radio. I'm Adam Small to look at our top stories this hour. Cache County has become the latest county in Utah to put a pause on future data centers. KSL News Radio's Brianna Willis reports.
The Cache County Council members voted unanimously to approve a 180-day moratorium on data centers while they review regulations, zoning, and potential impacts of a data center. While the county approved the pause, this does not apply to individual cities or towns. Council members also specified they have not received any requests to build a data center yet, and this is only them working to be prepared in that event.
Several other counties in the state, including Box Elder and Iron counties, have implemented a similar pause. Today also marks the start of a new snow year, and it means that Salt Lake City has officially logged its worst winter in more than 150 years of record keeping. The city didn't even get 4 inches of snow for the year, more than 10 inches less than the previous record low set during the Dust Bowl in 1933 and 34. This past winter was also the warmest winter Salt Lake City has ever had. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. And on scene in New York City today, a couple climbed to the top of the Empire State Building where one proposed to the other. Now the two are in police custody.
They climbed down for about 250 feet. The NYPD officers were there waiting, took these two individuals into custody after they climbed to the very top of the Empire State Building spire, unfurled a banner, then climbed to a platform. One proposed to the other, and the two appeared to embrace in what is one illegal stunt. On top of everything else, masks and costumes are not allowed on the Empire State Building observation decks.
ABC's Aaron Katursky reporting, well, at least they got a cool engagement story. Your money at this moment, the markets are mixed this hour. The Dow is currently up 46 points, up to 52,365. The S&P is slightly down, just down 2 points, and the NASDAQ is down 111. Coming up, returning to normal temperatures today, and we're going to see temperatures continue to climb. KSL weather is next. KSL News Time 102.
A reminder about the simplest way to get updated for your day.
Hit your KSL preset when you jump in the car, and we'll take care of the rest.
Hear key news updates and traffic reports.
Andy and Amanda from 5 to 9 in your car.
KSL News Radio at 102.7 FM.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
This year, Utahns are celebrating the 250th anniversary of our country, Utah style, because everything from Utah's red rock deserts to our snowy peaks are worth celebrating. It's our land, our communities. Join us in celebrating our country with Utah style. Join the statewide celebration. Get involved at america250.utah.gov. Brought to you by America First Credit Union.
What's more American than an iconic family road trip? This year, celebrate America's 250th birthday with an unforgettable adventure to Vernal, Utah. Explore Dinosaur National Monument, 3 stunning state parks, Utah's newest outdoor thrill, the Ashley Gorge Via Ferrata, and the endless beauty of Ashley National Forest. From mountain biking and camping to fishing and exciting whitewater rafting, there's something for every member of the family. Visit Dinosaur Land in Vernal, Utah, just 3 short hours east of Salt Lake City. Plan your trip at dinoland.com.
Traffic and weather together is brought to you by UCCU. You deserve to love where you bank. Here's Ricky Meese.
Nice and quiet on the Valley freeways as well as our main secondaries, downtown city streets. No problems reported there. We have had some busy and slow traffic on 114th South going westbound between I-15 and 1300 West. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Returning to normal temperatures today with a high of 88 degrees. Still seeing a pretty good amount of cloud cover for the next couple of days. Highs are turned to the upper 80s again tomorrow. Back up into the 90s by Friday. As we get to the earliest part of next week, we could be up into the upper 90s. See if that changes or not. Right now, it is 88 degrees and mostly cloudy skies in Salt Lake City. I'm Adam Small from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. We're Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Millard.
Alex, that's a great way to get your kids off social media.
And Alex Curie.
Yeah, my real goal with the new social media stuff is to show up on my kids' feed.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard here with Alex Curie. Thanks so much for joining us today. We sure do appreciate it. We got a lot to cover. Alex is walking over to the other side of the studio, and he's picking up a pair of headphones. You're doing great, Alex. I'm sorry.
Call me out like that.
I shouldn't have outed you. I shouldn't have called you out.
Here, man.
Well, I just suddenly, got my tongue. I didn't know what else to say.
Well, did you see that Doug Wright left his Diet Coke and his tie-in here?
Oh, is that his Diet Coke? I was wondering.
I don't know whose it is.
But listen, we got a lot happening. But first, we got to do. Are we ready for the 3 things?
I think so, because I was. Because
that's really what I was waiting to be able to do.
We got the 3 things, and so by the way, just want to remind everybody before we kick everything off officially here, our show starts at noon and streams on our KSL Brightside YouTube page. Normally, you could also see us. Can you see us also just on the KSL News Radio?
Yeah, it's
stream
that
as well.
Yeah, it's that screen right there
on the website. Right, but I'm saying, like, did Doug Wright's did everything get taken over last hour? Okay, I was just wondering if we just did all that for naught. Did I just talk 47 minutes about Taylor Swift's wedding and it went for nothing?
No,
and the conspiracy of
we
that
were on
couple.
YouTube.
We are on YouTube.
Yeah,
but the conspiracy of the couple climbing to the top of the Empire State Building this morning,
which was one of the fun headlines of today.
I still think there might be a slight chance that was both Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. In fact, confirmed apparently by other people that it was not them. However,
unconfirmed, that could have been Taylor Swift wearing a black wig.
But in my heart, it could have been this. It could have been that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Because I'm just used to them overdoing things. And I think I've gotten too used to, the curtain being pulled back. I mean, she hid in a catering steam box to be able to go see her lover when he was playing for the Chiefs. All right, so
yeah, that's right.
I'm all for the secrecy. So
well, let's get going with the three things.
All right, we got the three things. We're kicking things off. Let's go ahead and do it.
Your top trending stories happening right now. KSL Brightside's The Three Things.
Okay, the first thing, new information out of the Department of Wildlife Resources. They say that due to continuing drought conditions and ongoing severe wildlife concerns, they are banning target shooting, temporarily restricting target shooting, recreational target shooting on wildlife management areas in 16 counties in Utah. And so I'm not going to read off the 16 counties.
I thought
there's 16 counties. Look,
how many are there?
If you like to go out target shooting, you need to do some research, make sure that it's going to be allowed in the area that you want to do. And honestly, you should probably wait till the fall to do target shooting outside in the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
But this is in order to prevent wildfires, because wildfires
are a problem.
The habitat.
I think we've determined that they're a problem this year. Yes.
So this is what they're saying. So the temporary restriction only applies to target shooting with a firearm on the wildlife management areas. The legal possession of a firearm and hunting are not affected.
Okay.
Fireworks and explosives are never allowed on any wildlife management area.
Got it.
So there you go. They're trying to reduce the risk of human-caused wildfires. So if you like to go out in the wild target shooting, just be sure that that you know where you're going, that it is allowed, because much of where you used to go target shooting is going to be under restriction.
Any guesses on how many actual counties there are in the state of Utah, Ethan?
Well, I know there are at least 16.
There are at least 16. You got it right.
Are there 16?
There are at least 16, yes.
How many are there?
Well, that's what I'm asking you to guess.
20.
29.
29.
I would not have guessed. I thought it was like 21 maybe. Yeah.
You know who would have known that? Doug Wright would have known that.
All the fourth grade kids in the state of Utah would have known it too. Yeah,
That's right, yeah. All the elementary school kids. All right, next up. I thought this was very, very interesting. So starting today, Medicare's rolled out a GLP-1 bridge program for people on Medicare. So if you are on Medicare, you may have gotten GLP-1 coverage. You may not. It may have been expensive. But this is designed to provide GLP-1s just for weight loss.
Not
with any other
diabetic comorbidity.
That's right.
for the diagnoses.
Now, I want to tell you this. I'm exposed a lot to Medicare through my other work in finance at Teton. We enroll our client families in Medicare when they retire.
But you're also exposed to GLP-1s.
I'm also exposed to GLP-1s. So we do enroll our client families in Medicare when they retire. That's part of what we do. So I want to say this right now, that the information that I'm going to share with you is correct as far as I understand it from what I've read. You need to understand that there can be a lot of little ins and outs and corners in the Medicare program.
And they might tell you, oh, you heard that in the media, but it's actually a little different.
But hopefully this information is helpful to you. But basically, there are three medications that are going to be covered in this bridge program: Foundayo, Wegovy, and Zepbound. To qualify, you need a standalone Medicare Part D drug plan or a Medicare Advantage plan that includes drug coverage. That's how I understand. That's how I'm reading it right now. And then they've got a weight criteria. Okay, they got a BMI. So if you have a BMI index of over 35, you can qualify for the GLP-1 with a $50 copay. If you've got a BMI of 30 to 34.9, you've got to have at least one related condition in addition: prediabetes, high blood pressure, things like that.
Sure.
If you've got a BMI of 27 to 29, you've got to have you also have a condition like prediabetes, a history of heart attack or stroke, or peripheral artery disease. So there are some kind of conditions here. It's not just going to be given to everyone on Medicare with a $50 copay. But you know what? If this is something that's concerned you, if your weight's been concerning you and you're on Medicare, talk to your doctor and talk to whoever it is that's helping you with your Medicare coverage, and just see if there is a route to kind of get you on there.
Let me ask you this. Is this a route, speaking of routes, is this a route that would get, because I think just the mainstreamification of like of the GLP-1s being like, everyone's looking at each other going, come on, this is not a diabetic drug anymore, right? Like, isn't everybody looking at that and going, it's not, this is a weight loss drug. And if we're going to treat it like that, but treat it like, hey, why can't there be more coverage of it? Because obviously that's what people are wanting to know. Because now when we go, okay, look, this select group, people who are on Medicare, and they have these BMI numbers that they're able to hit, and then they can qualify it. Aren't we now talking about the next level of this just being the general like your doctor prescribing it for you at his office for weight loss, and it's actually like a something that you can get at a normal price? That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to.
I really hope so, because this can be so expensive depending on your coverage.
Yeah.
So this program right now, it's a bridge program. It lasts from now. So today's the first day. It lasts through the end of next year. And it's a $50 copay, which is going to be affordable for, well, let's just say it's significantly more affordable than it was previously. So I wish I had a $50 copay. I mean, that would be phenomenal. But that's, that's how the system works.
Sure.
And I don't know what the answer is, except that we can tell you what the opportunity is. So again, I want to make this clear, because I have enough exposure to Medicare to know that you can really kind of get in the weeds, and there are a lot of corners and alleys. So, but if it seems like you might qualify, and if you've been wanting to use a GLP-1 for weight loss, talk to your doctor and talk to whoever it is that's handling your Medicare.
Okay.
And see if this is going to work for you.
Let me ask you this. Because I know that a lot of people were, as we got to these three things, Ethan, one of them is sports related.
Yeah.
You want me to roll this out? You want to roll this out?
No,
How do you want to do this?
Look, it's okay. I can do it. It's all right.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
I can talk sports for
I want to hear
a minimum amount of time.
I want to hear it.
You actually predicted this yesterday.
I said for sure this is.
If you were listening to KSL Brightside yesterday, you will have foreseen this happening, and that is the Lakers have picked up Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler. He's going to the Lakers, which is a problem for the Jazz that they couldn't keep this star player on their roster. Well, I guess it depends on who you ask.
Yeah, and star player's relative too, because he's certainly not the priority from a money standpoint. I mean, he was kind of in restricted free agency, but now, I mean, everybody knew that the Lakers wanted this guy.
Yeah.
And as soon as LeBron said, I'm not playing here anymore, and became an unrestricted free agent yesterday, everybody was like, oh. So then money got freed up, and the Lakers made 1 million moves today to try to be like, everything's fine, everybody. And the Jazz...
But it will be fine for the Lakers.
It will be.
The Lakers are always fine.
The Jazz never do. Free agency is lame because markets like Utah never win. Los Angeles, New York, those are the places that free agency draws people.
But don't these players
Miami.
know how family friendly Salt Lake is?
I've heard. Haven't they seen the one video of like a guy who will be like, "Oh, it's amazing in Utah. People don't give it enough credit." And the reality is that every player who does come here goes, "Oh, the ownership. The ownership has their." Well, not just that. It's like whether or not Utah is great or not for them to live in, fine, one thing. It certainly is a lot safer.
Look, it was good enough for John Stockton and Karl Malone. You guys better than John Stockton and Karl Malone? But they liked it here.
But here's the thing. More importantly, and I think this matters more to athletes, and they should probably pay me a little bit more attention to this, it's an ownership group that actually cares about their players and does a good job of taking care of them to overcompensate for things like this.
Except for Walker Kessler.
But Walker Kessler was asking for more money than he was worth. So
what do you mean more money than he's worth?
So the Lakers were willing to they're gambling on
it. But what's his worth though? I mean, why isn't he worth that much?
Because he's had 4 years in the league. One of them was 100% missing because of injury. Another third of another one missing because of injury, and he played 1.5 pretty good seasons.
Oh, great! Here we go.
I'm not going to tell you it wasn't good.
This is where.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going down the route.
This is where the Jazz fans reinvent Walker Kessler as a guy
Kessler
who
actually didn't know how to walk. He didn't. I don't even know why they call him Walker, because he could barely walk.
Let him go. We don't need him. Let him go.
No, I'm not in that camp. He's 100%. What's sad about this is long term, this could probably help the Jazz, because what do they get back in return for it? A bunch of first-round draft picks and swaps and things like that. They get, because that's how the Jazz build teams. The Jazz build teams by drafting. And the problem is in the short term, where we thought everything was going to be good kind of right now even.
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing the Jazz win right now.
Still? Even without him?
Certainly a lot better than they were. But I'm saying that hope of things going really, really well just took a big hit yesterday, and we'll have to do kind of more of the long game. We're playing the long game here, playing the long game.
How long, though?
I don't know, because it's been 4 years of bad basketball. So I don't think Walker Kessler leaving means that the guys who they brought in and all the youth who've been doing really, really well, that doesn't go away. But what does go away is a lot of defense. Okay. Millard.
That was it. That was the three things.
That was the three things. So let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got more around the corner when we continue. We've got some travel stuff to talk about. Some vacation club that we're gonna tackle here, but also, hey, did you see some? We got some. It's not just the Jazz and the Mammoth that got some new license plates. The rest of the state of Utah, for all sorts of reasons, got more license plates as well. We'll tell you about that and much more. Stay right here with us. It's KSL Brightside.
Hi, I'm Maria Chaleos, and I'd like to tell you about my podcast, the KSL News Daily. Every weekday morning, we'll deliver one story explored in depth, plus the 3 things you need to know before your day begins.
But this is new. This is where we human beings are able to trick AI.
This is news with context from the journalists you trust.
Agencies were less than willing to speak with us about this.
Find and follow the KSL News Daily at kslpodcast.com or wherever you listen.
It's amazing how much can change for the better in just 4 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. What if everything felt different 4 weeks from now? Well, that's what happens when you start your Soda diet and nutrition plan with a nutritionist from Soda. In 4 weeks, you could lose up to 25 pounds. And never get it back because they'll teach you what to do and how to keep it off.
And here's one even better, Andy. What if those 4 weeks were free?
Oh, my. Now you're talking.
If you call 866-800-SODA, S-O-T-A, or just go online to sodadietandnutrition.com, mention KSL, you can get 4 weeks for free.
You'll work one-on-one with a degreed nutritionist who'll guide you every step of the way. You'll learn what works for your body. And here's the best part. No injections, no pills, no ongoing prescription cost.
Because at Soda, they believe that weight loss should be temporary, but results should be permanent, and they are.
So call 866-800-SODA to talk with a degreed nutritionist or go to SOTA, S-O-T-A, dietandnutrition.com because Amanda, Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Will?
When I was 50, my whole life fell apart. I lost my job, I lost my wife, I lost the house, I lost pretty much everything except for my life. When the IRS came calling, I just didn't have it in me. I felt like Wile E. Coyote, just waiting for that IRS anvil to drop.
Then Will found tax relief advocates.
I heard their advertisement on the radio, I wrote down the number, and I made the call that changed everything. The IRS gave me a bill for $40,000. Tax relief advocates got that down to $3,200. I've paid 9 cents on the dollar. Now that's a great deal in anybody's book.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Will did and call TRA for a consultation.
But for me, the real win is I got my life back.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-488-4194. 800-488-4194. That's 800-488-4194.
Got an expensive AC replacement or repair quote? Get a free second opinion with Virock Heating and Cooling. Call or text 801-306-8360 or visit virockair.com. VAIRockair.com.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. The news just keeps getting weirder on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard here with Alex Curie, and we got this text. Walker Kessler, more like Hobbling Kessler. Ha.
Did they say ha at the end,
Yeah,
too?
they did say ha.
I do like it. I like it. You could always send us a text message.
I just, isn't that part of being a sports fan?
Send your text about Walker Kessler and how actually you don't think he was very good at all, and it doesn't matter that he's leaving to go to the Lakers.
Look, this is how it works. If they're on your team, they're great. They're amazing. If they're not on your team, you don't need them. You don't need them. Why would you ever need them? Right?
Well, I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. Hey, Millard.
Yeah.
We got some new license plates in the state of Utah. Did you know that?
Well, I know we got the new Jazz.
Yeah,
and the new
but today represents, because July 1 doesn't it mean the Utah State Tax Commission, like everything so new laws go into effect now, don't they? Or is it June 1?
These are all great questions.
These are all great questions. All I know is that the Utah Jazz plate.
Should we get Doug back in here? He was in the hall like 10 minutes ago.
The Utah Jazz plate, that dropped today. But so did check this out. So if you're looking, there's a new Utah USA 250, an America 250 limited time. Now, this is pretty cool because it's also kind of the black
Oh,
plate.
it's got a 1776 in the crown of stars. Yeah.
And this is a limited time thing, and I like it. This one looks sharp. But we've also moved to a direction here in the state of Utah where we're pumping out the new plates. You know why? Because it's a moneymaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of these new plates, all the new license plates, all the personalized ones, or all the the special group plates, all that stuff. It's all they've expanded a little bit, and they look really, really sharp too.
So here are some of the ones that I just pulled this up.
Yeah, it's cool. Have you seen them? You've seen them now.
Okay, so the standard issue plates are
the usual suspects.
The usual. So there's the Life Elevated Skier, Life Elevated Archers. They've added the America 250.
Right.
And then the specialty license plates. So I'm looking at these. Let me see if there's some that I didn't know we had before. There's a cancer research license plate.
Yes,
we always had that.
I don't know if we have. I feel like I've seen the H. The Huntsman Cancer Institute H with the double helix DNA strand in the middle of it.
Oh.
That was one. But
have you seen this new University of Utah license plate?
So the Utah, there's a red Utah plate and there's a black one.
So
now,
the red Utah plate has the circle and feather, the drum
and feather. Yep.
And the black Utah plate has the interlocking
double
U's
block U's yes.
as white. They're white interlocking U's on a black field. That one actually
that
really
one's
is
sharp.
Nice. Yeah.
BYU's got the navy blue option for the academic side of things. Okay. And then they have a royal blue, so you can get the full. Like it used to just be the color and of the regular white license plate, and then
the logo,
a logo. But now you're getting the full royal blue or crimson red for the Utah and BYU license plates. I like that look. You know what I mean?
It seems like they've also added some schools as well.
Ooh.
So they've got a license plate for the community college, for Ensign College.
I've seen Ensign College.
You've
around.
seen Ensign College before?
You know, it's too.
Maybe this is new only to me.
Dude,
Western
Weber State,
Governors is there also.
Yeah, dude, Weber State's got that nice purple with the mountain in the back. Theirs might actually, on its face, be the sharpest looking one.
They've got a Martin Luther King license plate.
Yes.
They've got a suicide prevention license plate.
They've all got a color overhaul too.
They've got a Masonic license plate.
Where at?
Fraternal Order.
Oh yeah.
It's in the F. It's between former prisoner of war and Grace Lake Preservation.
In Washington they have those too.
I'm interested in this.
So there's lots of like a soil conservation one I've never seen before. But the black license plate they're rolling out in larger numbers because the veterans plates, Air Force, Marines, Navy, Army, Coast Guard, all those all have a black plate option that looks really, really, really sharp. But even the wildlife. Are you looking at the wildlife ones?
No, I'm still on the Fraternal Order.
Oh, you still want to go?
Which I guess it's not exclusively Masonic.
Yeah, but it does have the Masonic
Utah
symbol.
Grand Lodge, and it says UtahGrandLodge.org. So it's Masons.
Yeah.
So it says about this plate. Okay.
Yeah.
This is from DMV. This recognition special group plate recognizes a fraternal initiatic order for those sharing moral and metaphysical ideals and designed to teach ethical and philosophical matters of brotherly love, relief, and truth. This plate may be personalized with up to 5 alphanumeric characters, not available for motorcycles.
Okay.
That's interesting.
I love how that's the one that grabbed your attention. No, but look at the wildlife ones. Just scroll down to the bottom. The wildlife ones are way more animated looking.
Like they move?
No, I'm just sorry. They're way more like they have they look like printed photos. There's
cool.
a kestrel one on there with the bird. You got the bird on there. You got the trout, the wildlife trout one. You got the mule deer one. And then they have an Everyone Outdoors one that has a picture of somebody camping outside with a tent.
That is a photo.
There is an outdoor fire being held, which is strictly illegal, though.
I'll tell you the one though from a design perspective. That mule deer one looks amazing because it's a mule deer skull.
Yeah, with the horns.
With the horns on kind of a mottled gray background, which I can't tell what that background is. But
all right, I'm just saying. I know we gave a lot of attention to the jazz plate and the possibility of a mammoth plate coming up at some point because I don't think you can actually get the mammoth plate yet. However, more importantly, Ethan, I've got a vacation club here so you can tell people how they can avoid being scammed with their luggage. Let's do it.
Sure, you could get a free night stay, but you have to stay for the whole presentation. Ethan and Alex want you to join the KSL Brightside Vacation Club.
All right, so this is kind of a weird one. But apparently, scammers are stealing luggage tags and filing fraudulent claims. So by luggage tags, I mean that white barcode sticker.
The one you just tear off and throw away?
Yeah, the one that goes, they do it around the handle.
Yeah, sure.
So apparently people are taking those barcode tags, which can often reveal private passenger information, including name and itinerary confirmation number, and then they can get on there and they can file claims and use your travel itinerary to get paid.
Send me that gift card to Target to repay me for all my makeup that I lost. Is that what they're doing? So can't the airline just go, oh, okay, great. Show up at the airport in person to make the claim. I guess you can't do that if it's from far away. But you could at the very least, send a picture of your ID. You can't just say, oh, yeah, that flight, because these are all floating around, right?
Yeah.
This is just a loophole that the creeps have found because airlines didn't think to themselves that people would dig in the garbage and pick up one of these white baggage. I'm assuming they're not tearing them off the luggage. They're probably just finding them around, right?
Yes, that's exactly right. So
because people tear them off before they go on that next trip.
They they'll tear it off and drop it in the garbage.
Right
there
right next to where, right when they're about to check in, they go, oh yeah, this was from the last trip. I'm going to take it off. Let's put the new one on.
And so experts say, the best thing to do is to maybe shred that bag or discard it at home.
Shred the bag?
Just shred your bag.
The whole bag.
Shred the luggage tag.
Yeah.
Or dispose of it at home instead of at the airport, because that's apparently the vulnerability, is pulling it off your baggage at the airport then dropping it there.
I already got it.
What is it?
Make it edible.
So you just eat it like a spy. You consume it.
If it's made with whey protein and some creatine, the entire American public would be all over it.
I wonder how much
we would eat that. You go food grade ink, food grade paper. It scans when you get to the airport. Never mind the fact that it's been touched by 14 different strangers on its way into your mouth. But there you go.
So
I think we figured this out.
So you have sparked what might be $1 billion idea here, because we throw away so much packaging.
Oh, for sure.
What if all the packaging?
What if all the Amazon boxes on my porch right now? I could go home and just start. I could eat it.
You could take things out of them and use the items, and then you can also eat.
Could you imagine
the packaging?
How apocalyptic that would look when people are digging through your garbage at the end of the day and they get an Amazon box out and they just start chewing on it.
But if you had the macros right,
could you imagine somebody too? Like,
be a really good way to go.
Somebody's got a UPS bag and they just start putting fry sauce on it and eating it right in front of you. I know, right? And they're just talking to you about their day.
The Amazon boxes are a little high in carbs.
They are.
But the FedEx are just
I love what FedEx
mostly protein.
And that's what they start selling it as too. UPS has been committed to to your lower carbs on your packaging. What?
Well, and you know what? Everyone's going on GLP-1s anyway. And when you're on a GLP-1,
nothing sounds good.
You don't care what you're eating. Right? You basically eat like a robot.
It's a fuel situation. Yes. That's exactly right. You know what?
Jeez.
Patent pending.
How did we do this?
We've done it again,
How did we
Ethan.
Just solve it.
We've done it again. We've done it again.
For at least the third time.
Do you base it out? Is it like a dried chicken situation?
I don't know.
Is it a cottage cheese? Cottage cheese is probably a part of this, right?
I'll let someone else figure that
part
out.
We'll take the break here. We'll come back. We've got news, traffic, and weather right now. Then when we come back, how about firefighters getting threatened with the new Utah firework laws? Because, they're the ones that are fighting the fires that end up getting lit. No matter the fact that people are mad at their misplaced anger toward firefighters because of the governor's executive order. Stay here. It is KSL Brightside.
It is 1:31 at KSL News Radio. I'm Adam Small. To look at our top stories this half hour. A fireworks salesman in Lehigh has taken a positive angle on the firework bans as his business, among others, is set to struggle. KSL News Radio's Cameron Elliott has details.
When he heard about the ban, John Connect of Duncan's Fireworks was obviously disappointed. However, he wasn't angry about it. Instead, he chose to take it in stride and see what was still possible. Connect began by refunding many of the customers who had pre-ordered their combustibles, but he didn't stop there. Connect also did safety demonstrations for certain fireworks at his stand in Lehigh and has set up a fund for the Lehigh Fire Department that has already raised over $600.
Connect says he was disappointed, but the risk to Utah communities was just not worth it. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. U.S. soccer fans are flocking to Northern California as the U.S. looks to change a long-standing narrative in World Cup play.
Tonight, the United States national team is trying to change the narrative of the past, that the U.S. team isn't very good against the rest of the world. This will be the first time the U.S. tries to win in the knockout round in 24 years as they take on Bosnia-Herzegovina in Santa Clara. The Americans' last and only knockout win came in 2002, beating Mexico.
That's ABC's Alex Stone. And in more sports news, the Utah Jazz have traded away Walker Kessler on his way to the Los Angeles Lakers in a sign-and trade. The Jazz are getting back 2 unprotected first-round picks and 2 first-round pick swaps, while Kessler is expected to sign a 4-year, $130 million deal to play with the Lakers. Your money at this moment, market's still mixed. The Dow is currently up 18 points. The S&P is down very slightly. It's almost even, and the NASDAQ is currently down to 79. Coming up, seeing the heat return, and it is going to heat up very quick. KSL weather is next. KSL News Time, 1:33.
The sources where we get our news matters.
When you listen to Utah's Morning News, we want you to feel the stories are important to you and trustworthy. This is Amanda Dixon.
And I'm Andy Farnsworth. Join us weekday mornings on KSL News Radio.
Greater Zion, no greater feeling. At Southern Utah's Copper Rock Golf Course, we embrace that feeling. Here, every swing is surrounded by breathtaking landscapes and world-class amenities, providing that perfect pairing of golf and unforgettable outdoor experiences. Come for the golf, stay for the adventure. Copper Rock, born to be played.
Trying to make sense of the markets? Looking to diversify out of all the craziness? Thinking about tangible assets like precious metals? Listen to The Gold Show with Walt Phillips right here on KSL at 3 p.m. Sunday afternoons. Stay up to date on retirement trends, how the IRA rollover process works, and why investors are turning to physical gold. Walt is a national talk show host with decades of experience in the markets. Tune in for Walt's Insights and The Gold Show this Sunday afternoon at 3.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Traffic and weather together is brought to you by UCCU. Learn how to save more this summer at uccu.com. Here's Ricky Meese.
A couple of side street crashes. One, 2100 South at 3rd West, Salt Lake City PD, also working to clear a crash at Main Street and South Temple. We're still seeing a pretty nice drive on your Valley freeways. You do want to watch for some delays northbound I-15 between Midvale and the South Interchange. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Getting back into the upper 80s both today and tomorrow with a little bit of cloud cover. Back into the 90s by Friday. By 4th of July, we should be back up into the low to mid-90s and then only getting hotter as we head into next week. Right now, it is 88 degrees with partly cloudy skies in downtown Salt Lake City. I'm Adam Small from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. We're Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
Out-of-staters like to talk about us, but I think they want to move here.
And Alex Curie.
Ethan, they hate us because they ain't us.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Miller here with Alex Curie. And I want to say this.
Yeah, what do you have?
That we have gone another 24 hours with no new fire starts.
Hey.
Now, I know a lot of this is the weather, right? That's what John Smith was telling us yesterday. A lot of this is the cooler weather we've had, a little bit of rain, right?
I love it, though.
that has helped firefighters a lot. We've had no new fire starts in the last 24 hours. That's amazing. Now, we're also, as Maria mentioned earlier today when she was wrapping up her newscast, we're not going to be enjoying the 80s for very much longer.
No,
we're going to be back up there, and as the temperature rises, that fire threat's going to start to rise again.
Yeah, what did John say? He was like, every degree it goes up, it's just it's a heavier lift for the firefighters. And so, we'll keep our eyes on it. Obviously, anything that breaks here and any fire that breaks out, we're going to be covering it because that's what we do here at KSL.
Speaking of Maria Chaleos, have you guys had a chance to check out her News Daily podcast? So this is a daily news podcast.
It drops in my podcast feed
every
first
morning.
thing in the morning. Yep,
first thing in the morning, probably before you wake up, unless you're a paper boy.
Do they have those?
Do paper boys still exist?
They do not. There's no more. Ethan, there's no more paper boys, right?
Do we not have newspapers anymore?
Do I need to? Hey guys. Do I need to break it to Ethan what's going on with the newsprint industry? I mean, it's only been 15 years.
It drops into your inbox first thing in the morning, complete news roundup. This is something that this market has needed for quite a long time. And you know Maria's style. No one doesn't like Maria. She's going to be interesting, concise, comprehensive. You're going to love this podcast. It is KSL News Daily. And you can find it wherever your favorite podcasts are. So please make sure you subscribe because that is just a phenomenal resource. We also got a text here. Needs to use a walker, Kessler.
Oh, see again.
So the jazz fans are showing up.
Keep your. This isn't a personal diss fest on Walker Kessler. However, it is because he's leaving and going to the Lakers of all places too. You can mention via text at 57500 because we love to do this. Anytime a guy is here, he's our best friend. Yeah. And then when he leaves to go somewhere else, I mean and when they leave in free agency, Ethan, it's that the team they're getting a better offer that the team doesn't feel like they need to match. So specifically, you could look at the Jazz and go, well, you guys could have matched that. That's not Walker Kessler's problem. He's just taking the best. He's taking what he's worth. Somewhere else, and the Jazz weren't paying him what he's worth, apparently, because the Lakers say, here's what you're worth, and we're going to pay it to you. But it's your time to explain how Walker Kessler actually wasn't that good, and the Jazz are going to be fine without him. You can do that at 57500.
Another text that just came in, and this is where I have to admit that I missed Ricky's traffic update at the bottom of the hour. This person says that there's a complete stop on traffic on I-80 westbound. Is that new, or did Ricky cover that?
Ricky doesn't miss much, so I'm going to.
I know she doesn't miss much. I'm just saying, was that something
you're
that literally just happened?
Here's the thing: you're going to get an update in just a few minutes. So,
all right. So where is that? Where if traffic is completely stopped I-80 westbound, where is that?
Yeah, somewhere else.
Let us know. Oh, it's east side of Parley's. Oh, so it's up in the mountains.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, if you're coming this way, then out of Park City, then keep your eyes on that. In the meantime, Alex,
this is super
we're
weird,
celebrating a little bit. We're celebrating the easing up a little bit on the temperatures. That's giving the firefighters a chance to focus on the fires that have been so devastating, and they haven't had to deal with any new starts over the last couple of days, which has been just really great. Now, here's the problem, though. And you know what? I'm really annoyed that I had to see this in a Colorado newspaper. And frankly, I'm embarrassed that this is being covered in Colorado and I had to read it in Colorado. News out of South Weber, Utah. Firefighters in South Weber, Utah are asking residents to stop calling them, to yell at, use abusive language toward, and threaten firefighters after the firework restrictions went into effect. This is crazy to me.
This is some weird anger placement.
You guys, the firefighters are not the bad guys. The firefighters don't set those rules. This is the governor and your mayor and city council. Those are the guys. The firefighters are just going to do their job no matter what.
You know what I think happens is a lot of these, since restrictions went into place, a lot of these municipalities, their fire departments, which have like pretty good social media followings, they'll get on social media and go, hey, just a reminder, blah, 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 blah. Here's how we're doing it in our neck of the woods, which is a very responsible thing to do.
Yeah.
And they'll do that, and then people will be like, you. They do. And
you
can you
liberal
imagine
firefighters and your liberal agenda.
Could you imagine you guys making this video? Because Kaysville City made one yesterday. And they have like a map of restrictions now, and we were waiting for it. But the big thing was, Ethan, and this is the big one about it, there are no aerial fireworks that you can set off. Their whole thing is there's no aerial fireworks anywhere in Kaysville.
So we're back to the ground bloom flowers.
The snakes. Yeah. The little growing snakes on the ground. Good luck with that tank. Remember the tank?
I loved the tanks as a kid.
And so
because after you light it off, free toy. It's free toy.
Free cardboard, edible cardboard toy. You know what? It cooks the meal on the inside of the cardboard box. See, I have these ideas coming out of the woodworks here, buddy.
Why aren't we president?
I know. So I just think that people getting after the firefighters it just shows how we don't understand how the rules work, or how laws work, or how executive orders work, or how anything works.
Honestly, this is embarrassing. And it's embarrassing that it's on the news in Colorado. I mean, come on, guys.
South Weaver's
Can you give us a break here?
South Weaver's like 10 minutes from my house.
Can you give us a break here? Because, I mean, you can call the firefighters and yell at them and blame them, whatever. But you know what? When you go out there because you know better, and you light fireworks off because you know better, and you blow your fingers off and light your neighbor's tree on fire, guess who's still going to show up? The firefighters. So
unless you go a little too far, then they go, oh, they're reaching for the phone slow. No, they would never do that. They'd never do that. They'd still show up and help you.
They're going to show up and they're going to help pick up your fingers off the ground.
Gross.
And they're going to coddle you, and they're going to comfort your children who are in a panic, and they're going to
put the fingers in a little dish with some ice,
milk.
That's teeth, not fingers.
And then they're gonna put the fire out that you started on your neighbor's tree.
They're gonna shush you because you don't have fingers to shush yourself anymore.
They're gonna tell you it's okay, and you're gonna feel so dumb that you called them up and yelled at them.
I know
about the firework ban.
So here we are. We're now getting firework. Can we all just agree? And now this maybe was, I don't know, who has the time to do this? Who called up and goes, "Can I say something? Hold on, who is this? Who am I talking with? This is Corporal Brown. I'm pretty new to the force here. All right, let me tell you something, son. I've lived over here in South Weaver for so long. Do you even know?
7 years. I moved up here to get away from things like this.
See, we can have the conversation because we know how it goes. We act like, who are the people who do this? And yet we know very well what a phone call would sound like from somebody who would go after a firefighter.
And the fact that I read it in the Colorado newspaper, it's just humiliation.
Does that mean when a fire truck is coming down the road and the sirens are on behind them, do they go, I'm not moving over? Nope. I'm not moving over. You know why? I'm entitled to this road too. It's like, no. Come on, man. All right.
Now, with that said, I think we need to make a coverage decision for the show. Are we or are we not going to get someone from Governor Cox's office to talk about the November fireworks holiday? Because he said that we could maybe have a holiday in November where we light off fireworks.
You promised.
And we have come up with a dozen different ideas on how that might work. At what point do we reach out to the governor's office?
As far as I'm concerned, our show has been reaching out through the airwaves by saying it.
But I'm wondering if Caitlin has anyone's cell phone number up there.
I think that they do.
I bet she does. I bet Caitlin does have.
Caitlin
do you have someone's cell phone number?
She has all the numbers. She
doesn't want to look at me.
I know, because she's going, these guys know exactly what's going on. I've reached out to I can reach out to all these people.
I have people I can ask.
I know, but that's the thing is that on top of it, we're asking Caitlin to see if the governor's office will get back to us, which they will not. No, that's the honest truth.
We have our ways.
Oh, whoa. Some magic situation.
So not being directly, but
all right.
So when you talk to us like that, can everyone hear? Can the listeners hear you?
I am currently talking through the mic, not always, but right now.
Okay, good. See, we needed that. That's good. Grow up, everybody.
You just appear in my headset.
I know. Sometimes it's confusing. We're not fast enough to switch the mic on, but right now we did. So.
Okay, so but here's the thing: is I think that this is a good question, and we will keep asking. The thing is I'm with Ethan that we want to get ahead of it now. We got to act like Costco. We got to start putting the Christmas decorations out now for you to sell. Just like we got to start getting in their ear now about what a November firework day looks like. Because we know they're not rolling back. They are not going to revise how long it took to do July 5th.
Yeah.
Or the July 5th, up through July 5th executive order stuff. They are not going to get anywhere near making another move to try to recorrect what's going on for the 24th. So our only hope is to set off some fireworks in November.
All right. So next up, Alex, we need to pivot because we've got to pivot away from this. We need to talk about the contest that we've been having. So we are huge fans of Magnolia Bakery. It is a true New York original since 1996. And now you no longer have to order it and get it shipped from New York City.
Yeah.
You can get Magnolia's great food. Right now, it's open in Holiday Hills. It's the side of the old Cottonwood Mall. And we've been doing a contest. Not a contest. It's been a battle, really, and there have been some hard feelings. Alex's team, banana pudding. I'm Team Red Velvet Cupcake, and they are both phenomenal.
But guess what they've done? Banana pudding is the world famous thing that put Magnolia Bakery
That's like
on the map.
That's the original thing that attracted everyone to Magnolia Bakery.
So I would say, you know what I would
ago.
say, Ethan, is that this is the cheeseburger to your Filet-O-Fish.
Is that what this is?
Yes. You know what I mean? Like people
it's
don't.
The Big Mac versus.
Yes.
Filet-O-Fish.
People don't go. Oh, get me the red velvet cupcake, which is the Filet-O-Fish of what they have.
And
I'm glad that you love it. Here's the thing: nobody can touch the banana pudding. It's just the original. It's the one that matters the most. You can text pudding to 57500 for my support. So that it's not just my support. It's for it. And frankly, the banana pudding doesn't need your support, Ethan. It needs the people's support because people need to try it if they've never done it.
You know what astonished me about that banana pudding though? When you hold the bowl, it's so heavy.
It's dense.
It's so heavy. And then when you eat it, it is so light.
Yes.
It is just this weird bending of physics. It's so good.
Here's what you got to do. You go to Magnolia Bakery. It's obviously a New York original. You don't have to have it shipped out like we said. 1895 East Rodeo walk drive out there in Holiday Hills. Go check it out for yourself. A bite of New York right here in Utah. It is Magnolia Bakery.
KSL offers the best daily newsletter in the state. It's the 3 things you need to know. Every weekday, we deliver quality and relevant content to your inbox. No ads, no spam, just the 3 things you need to know to be informed about the world around you. Subscribe today. Visit KSLNewsRadio.com or text the word inbox to 57500. That's inbox to 57500.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And right now, new mattresses start at $1,500 during our 4th of July sale. Plus, get a free base with select mattress purchases. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging
Let me check that for you.
to help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The KSL News Radio Movie Show comes to My Hearing Centers Friday from 10 to 1. But first, discover what My Hearing Centers can do for you. My Hearing Centers uses advanced technology to diagnose and treat hearing loss. These comprehensive evaluations determine the best treatment options. Then enjoy lifetime support with regular check-ins, cleaning, and maintenance. Call My Hearing Centers at 801-701-1629. 801-701-1629 for more details. My Hearing Centers has offices from Ogden to St. George.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Will?
When I was 50, my whole life fell apart. I lost my job, I lost my wife, I lost the house, I lost pretty much everything except for my life. When the IRS came calling, I just didn't have it in me. I felt like Wile E. Coyote, just waiting for that IRS anvil to drop.
Then Will found tax relief advocates.
I heard their advertisement on the radio, I wrote down the number, and I made the call that changed everything. The IRS gave me a bill for $40,000. Tax relief advocates got that down to $3,200. I've paid 9 cents on the dollar. Now that's a great deal in anybody's book.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Will did and call TRA for a consultation.
But for me, the real win is I got my life back.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-488-2578. 800-488-2578. That's 800-488-2578.
Emergency traffic on KSL News Radio, brought to you by UCCU. Learn how to save more this summer at uccu.com. In Murray, we have a crash with injuries northbound I-15 at the I-215 junction, the south interchange. It is blocking all but the far left lane of traffic. And right now, we have stop-and-go delays back to 90th South. If you don't want to sit through this, take an alternate route like State Street and then rejoin northbound I-15 after the south interchange. The Good Feet store, supporting you with comfort no matter what the day brings. Find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Any Hour Services can make sure your AC keeps you cool this summer. Whether you need a tune-up, repair, or just a second opinion about replacing it, call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. Turn your afternoon around on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in today. This is KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millett here with Alex Curie, and I told you how disappointed I was to see South Weber being covered in Colorado, in the Colorado news, about how people have been calling and harassing the firefighters in South Weber. They've been harassing them and yelling at them over the fireworks ban, which was disappointing to have to get that out of Colorado, and it's disappointing it was being covered in Colorado. But someone actually texted in and made this good point. They said, Colorado, did you fact check this? So, it's possible Colorado is completely wrong, and they're just trying to say
Hey, the state of Colorado. I thought they were asking you if you fact checked that it was from Colorado.
Well, I think that's what they're saying. Is
right.
It's from Colorado. It needs to be fact checked.
Right.
Is what he's saying. All right, next up, let's do this as a health class. Do we have a?
I don't hate the idea of a.
The idea. We'll play our little.
I don't hate the idea
intro.
of a health class, but I've got to find it real quick here. So if you're out there,
I should have mentioned this before.
If you're out there listening and you want to make sure that you're getting the most up-to-date health news, Ethan's not a doctor and neither am I. But here we go.
Just as awkward as it was in junior high, it's time for KSL Brightside's health class.
So to pull back the curtain a little bit, there's a little more coordination that has to happen now on KSL Brightside than in our old program. Because if you remember our old program,
a touchscreen.
I pressed all the buttons and it was a touchscreen.
Yeah, I think we can do a touchscreen.
And now you press all the buttons. And it's
well, don't act like I ruined it. You just went off on your own limb out there and said, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Anyway, get ready.
I'm just pointing out how different this is for me to have to wait on you.
I don't think that do we have touchscreen capability in 2026? I guess not. We've gone backward.
No one likes the fingerprints, so we got rid of it. Too many fingerprints.
It turned 100% into just a COVID situation. They go, we actually want fewer people touching anything. In fact, if both of you guys could just
everyone touch this mouse.
Stay home. Everybody stay
home.
All
right. This is news out of the Food and Drug Administration. This week, they cleared the Philip Morris-owned Zyn nicotine pouches to be marketed as less harmful than cigarettes. Now, up till this point, all tobacco products were pretty much labeled the same, and that is, this is going to give you cancer,
which is what
you'll die.
Which is what they're saying is hey, this isn't a tobacco product; it's a nicotine product. So shouldn't we be able to say something different? Is this how they're making their money now, Philip Morris? It has to be, because I see way more people hitting the pouches these days, the nicotine pouches, than the cigarettes.
So this is what's going to be interesting, though, because now the administration is allowing a new kind of risk claim. So instead of saying this stuff gives you cancer, it's going to say this: switching from cigarettes to Zyn lowers the risk of mouth cancer, heart disease, lung cancer, stroke, emphysema, and chronic bronchitis. And
this is the biggest win for Philip Morris in court that they've seen in a half a century.
So here's my question for you.
That's probably got to be a bad thing for us as Americans, right? Where Philip Morris gets a win in court.
Do you think this is the right thing to do? I mean, do you think this is what we should put on, that Zyn lowers the risk of mouth cancer? Because, technically it's switching from cigarettes to Zyn lowers the risk of mouth cancer, heart disease, lung cancer.
Because it's okay. Help me understand. Because it's not tobacco, right? It's just nicotine.
It's nicotine, not tobacco.
Okay.
It's placed between the gum and lips, and
what did Earl Campbell used to say? Just a pinch between my cheek and gum. It helps me play football better. that was how people got through it back in the day. I want to know, because I will say too, smoking obviously is just it's crazy because you just don't see it anymore. I mean, you don't see it nearly like you used to.
Yeah,
like
that's right. Yeah.
You got to go to Europe. You got to go to Europe to still see the people who are really dedicated.
I have.
Still.
So even growing
gotta go
up,
to Asia. Got to go to Asia, see people really dedicated to smoking the cigarettes, or Vegas. You go to Vegas and you get all the smoke.
So even growing up here in Salt Lake, cigarette smoke was part of my childhood.
Oh yeah.
And
my kids smell it now and go, "Oh my gosh, is someone smoking around here?" And I'm like,
they start coughing.
I'm like,
but
settle
see,
down.
you know what that's done though is, and I've never smoked in my life, but cigarette smoke, especially outdoors, is a major nostalgia thing. When we're outdoors and someone lights up, I'm like, oh yeah.
You do?
I love the smell of cigarette smoke outdoors. I love it. It's
kids,
a huge
secondhand
nostalgia
smoke's
thing.
not good for you. Ethan's all, I love that smell. That's like the kids that go, I love how gasoline smells. And you go, you settle down, dude. You don't need to sniff a bunch of gas.
But, that was a different time, right? So the people that were smoking when I was a child, many of them had started smoking when they were still advertising cigarettes as safe, doctor recommended, things like that, which is crazy to think, but that's how it was.
It cools my lungs down.
That's how it was. And so it's
my grandma and grandpa smoked. They smoked all day long, and my dad died of throat cancer. I mean, complications later with everything else, but at one point he got throat cancer. So did his brother.
Yeah.
And we were always
were non-smokers, but they
didn't smoke,
smokers.
but they grew up in a home of 1,200 square feet in Seattle that was smoked in all of the time. And so obviously when people have that kind of a connection, whatever we're doing now to get people addicted to stuff, we'll do it. So ask the caffeine carriers, ask the pushers of the nicotine. Every pouch is out there that's available. The problem is how easy it is to get this stuff. And yeah, when you go to the gas station and you see the wall behind you that is all the Circle different brands of all the nicotine patches now, and I was looking up and it was like black cherry and it's like fruit punch, and you're going, okay, who are we marketing to here?
Yeah.
It's pretty scary. All right, we will take a break. KSL News Radio continues. KSL Brightside continues next.
KSL FM Midvale.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
It is 2 o'clock at KSL News Radio. I'm Adam Small to look at our top stories this hour. We have mixed reactions from Jazz fans today after learning Walker Kessler is being traded to the Lakers in exchange for a couple of first-round picks and pick swaps. Lifelong Jazz fan Jordan Reed from Harrisville says he is tired of watching the good Jazz players go.
That's all we've done the last, 10 years is build players and watch them leave. We either trade them or they choose to leave when contracts are up. So, just one more chip against us that we build a player and have them go somewhere else.
However, other fans are hopeful that the Jazz still have what it takes for a good season and that there are several other players like Jaren Jackson Jr. that can help fill the gap. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. President Trump is in North Dakota this afternoon for the long-awaited opening of the Teddy Roosevelt Presidential Library. ABC News White House correspondent Karen Travers has more.
President Trump took a plane, a helicopter, and even a short train ride to travel to Medora, North Dakota to see the soon-to-open Teddy Roosevelt Presidential Library. It's a $450 million project that has been years in the making, near the national park bearing Teddy Roosevelt's name. The 26th president was from New York, but he spent a significant amount of time in the Dakota Territory following the deaths of his mother and wife, years before he became president. President Trump today will tour the library and speak at an outdoor amphitheater. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Salt Lake City Temple is now resting on its new base isolation system and is now free to move in an earthquake. Last week, crews began removing nearly 400 plates that were bolted to the base isolators to keep the temple stable during the remodeling process. With those plates removed, the Salt Lake Temple is now resting on nearly 100 individual isolators. Your money at this moment, the markets are all slightly down right now. The Dow is currently down 12, the S&P 500 down 15, and the NASDAQ is down 173. Coming up, returning to normal temperatures, and we are going to see them get a lot warmer in the coming days. KSL weather's next. KSL News Time 2:02.
Mornings are for recharging.
And they're for starting your day right.
We volunteer to join you in the car. Get news and weather at 102.7 FM during the most important part of your day.
Andy and Amanda, each morning between 5 and 9 on KSL News Radio.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877 Cars for Kids to donate your car today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
Alpine Home Medical. We bring wellness home.
Hey folks, Jay Broadbent here from Alpine Home Medical. I've been helping folks breathe easier for 29 years now. Trust me, at my age, I know a thing or two about needing a good night's sleep. Is your CPAP mask old and nasty? Are your masks, filters, or tubing from the pre-COVID era? Or just plain tired of the hassle of ordering supplies yourself? Switch to our resupply program. We handle everything. Automatic shipment straight to your door. Insurance billing and expert support. It's quick, easy, and keeps your sleep therapy on track. Doesn't matter where you got your machine from, anyone can join. Head to alpinehomemedical.com, click on the Easy Resupply button. That's alpinehomemedical.com.
Alpine Home Medical. We bring wellness home.
Hey, Mammoth fans, the 2026-27 season tickets are on sale now. Be there for every goal, every hit, and every moment of the next season. Season ticket members get the best seats, the best value, and exclusive perks all season long. Call or text 801-325-PUCK. That's 801-325-PUCK to reserve your seats today. Don't miss a moment next season. Tusk's up.
This is Emergency Traffic. It's brought to you by UCCU. Auto loan rates as low as 4.74% APR. Here's Ricky Meese.
Northbound I-15 in Murray, a crash with injuries involving multiple vehicles at the south interchange. It's literally on the overpass. It has caused heavy delays through the valley. Now, if you're headed northbound on I-15, they have opened up another left lane. That's the good news to get around this crash. However, a KSL listener saying they were only as far back as 7200 south in Midvale, and that took about 15 to 20 minutes to get through. Now the delays, which are stop-and-go speeds, it's a parking lot, reach into Sandy. It's a spot you want to avoid and take an alternate route if you can, such as State Street. Then make your way over to I-15 northbound after the south interchange. Your dream kitchen starts at Bedrock Quartz. Visit a showroom near you or explore surfaces online at bedrockquartz.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
KSL weather, look for highs in the upper 80s for the next 2 days with partly cloudy skies. A return to the 90s by Friday. For the 4th of July, look for a high of 93 with mostly sunny skies. Right now, it is partly cloudy and 89 degrees in Salt Lake City. I'm Adam Small from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. We are Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
Alex, you don't care about gas prices. You've got an electric vehicle.
And Alex Curie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here comes my moral superiority rolling down I-15.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to KSL Brightside. We're coming up on the 4th of July. You know what that means? That means cookout.
This is America's Cookout? Is this the most barbecue? Is this the most barbecued holiday?
I assume so.
I bet Memorial Day beats it out because it's like the one where it kicks off everything.
And everyone, you're just glad to be out.
Yeah.
So, by the way, on the 4th of July, you know what? You remember what we're doing on Saturday?
Oh, we're going to be at the Freedom Festival down there, adjacent to the float. We'll be walking around.
That's right. So Alex and I are going to be in the parade with the KSL float, and our job will be to make sure that Deanie Wimmer and
Kevin Eubank
have water.
I'll hand them a water.
We'll be walking alongside the float. We'll each have water bottles in our hands, so we can pass them up.
If Kevin like goes, oh yeah, I remember you.
And what's cool
I'll be happy about it.
What's cool is one of those water bottles we get to drink. We're allowed to drink one. So that's cool.
Have you ever done the Freedom Festival parade?
First time.
This will be probably my. Obviously we took some time off. I did the Pioneer Day parade up here a few times when I was over on the KSL Sports Zone. That was a lot of fun, but the Provo 4th of July parade is pretty cool. It's nostalgic for our family because we used to get up in the morning. My wife's family, they did a thing where they'd get up and they'd go see the hot air balloons take off, and that was super early in the morning. But you get to stand there among them while they're taking off.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really cool thing because these things are massive, and you're just standing there right in the field as they're firing them up. It's a very cool thing to be a part of. I don't know if they still do it anymore, but we're planning on going down. We take the kids' bikes down, or scooters, or whatever they're going to be riding, and they go from wherever they park to ride into where they're going to be along the route, and then they make fun of me when I walk by. It's a tradition.
It's a tradition?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and this is my first time doing any Freedom Festival anythings because, I'm not from Provo or Utah County. I'm from up here, and so on the 4th of July.
Oh boy, did you hear that, everybody?
I'm just saying is that
up here.
If I'm going to go down there for the 4th of July, I'm going to drive past like half a dozen other 4th of July events. It's just
yeah. No, I get it.
It's a regional, it's a neighborhood thing.
I have a definitive internet list, Ethan, of the holidays that are the most grilled. Labor Day number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is Memorial Day. Number 1 is indeed the 4th of July. So we will be grilling more. It's 87% of grill owners fire up their barbecues for 4th of July, which is more than any other holiday. So there you go. A definitive proof that we grill more on 4th of July than any other holiday.
We just got a text about I-15 northbound, and I'm looking at it, and sure enough, right through the middle of the valley, right through Midvale, it looks like there are at least looks like there's one principal crash and then a couple of little fender benders that are northbound I-15, and it's cutting right through Midvale. Basically starts at the interchange, the south interchange, and runs down into Sandy.
All right. There's a little update for you.
If you're coming up on northbound I-15, maybe just pull off. If you're coming up in the middle of the valley, just pull off.
Get a sandwich.
Get a big gulp. Give it a minute, or sit in the traffic. I don't know. It's your.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it up on our screen here, and it's.
It
doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. The emergency vehicle. Look, can we let Ricky in the traffic center do this too? We'll let them do it. All right.
Well, of course they're going to do it. I just
we're butchering.
Thought I should mention it.
We're butchering this.
I just felt like I should mention it.
Right.
That's all. I mean, the text came in and I saw it.
Hey, do we have a developing news sound recorder we can play here? Because I got something that I could fire off here because this is kind of a big deal right now, and this is going to catch our producer Caitlin Johnson's attention too. The AP is now officially reporting that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are indeed going to have that wedding on Friday in Madison Square Garden.
She's doing it.
So
we got confirmation. Did they bother to ask about the Empire State Building stunt and if that was part of their wedding?
No, and they didn't ask about anything else either. But this is according to.
How did they confirm this? I guess
that's a good question. It just
it's
says
already been confirmed in my mind.
I know we had two. They backdoored this thing and they said, according to law enforcement official briefings and paperwork of the security plans.
All right.
They've posted the blueprints and security plans online for everyone to go over.
Should we download them?
Kidding.
How fun would that be?
I'm going to make a T-shirt.
I'm going to download and put them on
I'm going to make a T-shirt.
It just says we'll celebrate wedding Friday.
Okay.
That doesn't mean...
Listen to Caitlin's
you think
cynicism.
That is interesting wording, though. They're not. It doesn't say they're getting married. It says they're
rehearsal
celebrating.
dinner planned for Thursday today. So
they celebrate wedding
that's
Friday.
tomorrow. My bad.
All right.
We'll see.
So wait, did it say that the wedding dinner is going to be at the Chuckarama on 4th South?
I think
or was
it's
that
all
not
at
confirmed?
Madison Square
Okay.
Garden.
All right.
They're bringing Chuckarama to Madison
I know.
Square Garden.
That's really weird. They're doing the carving station from Chuckarama at Madison
Can
Square
you beat
Garden.
those mashed potatoes?
You
though?
cannot.
Taylor Swift knows.
I will say that we looked up a number on what this would cost, and it said about $40 million. So I feel confident in saying that they could that she could easily cover that cost. But I was surprised that
she's a billionaire. So.
But $3 to $5 million just to rent out Madison Square Garden for a few days. That's not bad.
Is that a good deal?
Now, well, I'm assuming they used like a coupon code online.
You know what?
To be able to get
What could you rent out in Salt Lake for $3 to $5 million?
Oh,
the legislature,
all of Salt Lake City, the entire city of Salt Lake,
downtown.
You just rent it.
You get all the houses
because you could rename it for the week. You could rename it for the weekend. That'd be pretty cool. KSL. Where do you live? I live in KSL Brightside. Let's budget this thing. Where do you live? I live in downtown KSL.
We got another text.
All right.
Why is I-15 a parking lot?
I know.
Yes, this is
true.
Let
Ricky take care
of it.
It's
she's
a bad
do it,
deal.
but I may as well mention the northbound I-15, basically in Midvale, is completely.
It doesn't help.
gummed up.
There's an accident. The incident crews are there, so that's all you need to know. They're pushing people over with those specialized incident trucks, incident management trucks.
Don't bother driving through northbound I-15 instead of.
Miller.
All right, I've got. I want to talk about though. We've only got a couple minutes.
Well, it's because we had that developing news.
We did. So this is our question though, because I've got some 4th of July related news and information, and which 215 interchange? The south one.
Oh my!
It's the south one. It's Midvale. It's the Midvale one.
Come on.
I've got some 4th of July related news and information, and do we want to try and?
No, I think we can shoehorn it in here. It's not
shoehorn it in.
Yeah. It's a food thing, right?
Well, yeah, but there's okay. All right, I'll just do it.
Okay.
So, what are some of the foods that you're going to be eating at the 4th of July? What are the classics?
We'll do the full thing. We'll do the burgers and the dogs. Although the dogs might be upgraded to a brat situation.
What else do you eat?
There will be a flag cake of some kind made, which is like a berry type dessert that's with some whipped cream and all that.
What else?
All the chips.
All the chips. Okay, that's where I was going.
All the chips, a potato salad, and a macaroni salad. Both are welcome.
What kind of potato chips?
I typically just am like a Ruffles have ridges kind of guy.
You're a Ruffles guy?
Perfect, like for a 4th of July on your plate
So
situation.
you're an outlier because, well, you know what? Apparently, according to some new research.
Yeah. Is it barbecue?
No. That the number one potato chip in Utah that will be consumed is Lay's. Old-fashioned Lay's.
The yellow bag.
Yeah, the yellow bag.
Yeah, okay.
Not only that, but Lay's pretty much dominates the Intermountain West. Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and Wyoming are all committed Lay's. Now, Colorado and New Mexico are something called Boulder Canyon, which I've never heard of, and I don't
probably
want
a fake place. Yeah.
Up in the Pacific Northwest, they love Cape Cod chips. So
well, that is an insult because Tim's Cascade is up there, and they're delightful. Okay, so hold on a minute. The people of Washington are consuming Cape Cod chips?
I think that's what I'm trying to kind of discern the color. I think I'm
embarrassed.
Oh, no, it's Kettle. They're doing Kettle brand. Pacific Northwest is Kettle
That's a little
brand.
bit better, but I'm not real happy about it.
It's the Northeast that's Cape Cod.
Yeah.
Now, you, my friend, with your Ruffles, you should go to California. Because that's number one in California. And it's the only state in the West where they love Ruffles.
Yikes. It's because it grabs onto because I make that onion dip.
Ruffles are great for
That's
dip.
what I'm saying. The onion dip with the powdered the powdered onion soup, the Lipton soup in it with the cottage cheese and sour cream. Come on.
What do you think is the number one potato chip in Texas?
Oh,
I don't recognize this.
It's not Lay's because I grew up right by the Frito-Lay's factory there in Dallas, so I don't know.
It's something called Siete.
I don't know. No. Not familiar with it.
All right. There you go.
I think you should call it Siete more, though.
I guess it's Siete, Siete.
I got some of them Siete chips are really good.
Well, if you don't know what they are you from Texas?
No, I don't. I've never heard of them. So there you go.
All right. Everyone load up on the Lay's.
We do have some other updates from a food perspective because doctors are weighing in on hot dog or hamburger. It seems like an obvious choice from a health perspective. I do like that we're having a discussion about, from a health perspective, what's good for you.
Do you want to do that right now?
No. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and talk about it a little bit later. Also around the corner, we've got tons to be able to jump into here. We've got our eyes firmly planted on the World Cup also up here. Belgium and Senegal knotted up at 0-0 apiece. Team USA, of course, playing tonight against Bosnia and Herzegovina for a chance to go on to the group of 16. So there you go. All right, we'll come back. More to go right around the corner. It's KSL Brightside.
Hi, I'm Maria Shilaos, host of the KSL News Daily podcast, where you'll get a deep dive on a story important to you and the 3 things you need to know each weekday morning. Follow the KSL News Daily today, wherever you get your podcasts.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
Emergency traffic on KSL News Radio, brought to you by UCCU. You deserve to love where you bank. Northbound I-15, we have a crash with injuries and debris, and this is in Murray at the South Interchange. So prior to 5300 South, all but 2 left lanes of traffic are blocked, and that means we have stop-and-go delays now extending into Draper at 114th South. Again, you want to consider avoiding northbound I-15 through this stretch. Take an alternate route, then you can rejoin northbound I-15 in Murray at 53rd South or further north. Also, a big heads up in Summit County. We have a crash westbound I-80 east of Park City, and this is going to be not far from the Summit. It's blocking traffic, and we now have heavy delays in Township on I-80. If you're trying to come from Summit County into the canyon and the valley, anticipate big delays. Now you're clear westbound I-80 from Highway 40 on. It's just from after Township down to where we have this crash prior to Highway 40. That traffic is almost at a standstill. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Ted Hughes back with Greg and Mike at Replenish Landscape Garden Products. Now, you may be ready for summer, but the question today is, are your lawn and garden areas ready for summer, for the long, dry, hot summertime? To make sure that they are ready, you need a good foundation, and that starts with good soil blends. Greg, you've got them all here at Replenish.
Yes, it's in the soil where it all takes place. That's where you're going to get good nutrients for your plants. We have a topsoil compost blend, which is phenomenal, and also a Ute-like garden mix. Both of them are used by the best landscapers in the valley.
It's also, Mike, going to help hold the moisture that you do get, either from Mother Nature or you put down yourself.
It does, yeah. It's got compost in it, and that will help retain that moisture. We have it in bulk or bag. You can come pick it up, or we can deliver it as well.
Come by and see them here at Replenish Landscape Garden Products, 4660 South 200 West in Murray. Find them online at replenishcompost.com or give them a call, 801-262-5142. It's good stuff.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And right now, new mattresses start at $1,500 during our 4th of July sale. Plus, get a free base with select mattress purchases. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. Your lunch hour just got more interesting on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. This is KSL Brightside. We've been talking about things that are coming up this week. Of course, you can enjoy Alex and me, the two of us, KSL Brightside, in the Freedom Festival Parade.
It's going to be hot.
You know
did
what?
you get your new shirt? It's a lighter colored shirt, right?
I've got a KSL polo.
Yeah.
It's one of those, it's okay. It's one of those Under Armour polos.
You got an Under Armour one?
I'm not a big fan of like the athletic fabrics.
Why? They're breathable. It's a weird hill to die on. You don't need to go down this road. What did you want? What did you want?
I don't know what I want.
Full cotton?
I don't know what I wanted.
Do you remember when Costanza made the whole Yankees team switch over to cotton, full cotton? It didn't go over well.
No.
We're not going to do that on our program either.
All right. Also, this weekend, you're going to be cooking out. So here's a question for you. Which should you do, hamburger and hot dogs? Maybe you should do both. But have you ever wondered which one is the healthier option? Have you ever wondered that, Alex? Which one is healthier, hot dogs or hamburgers?
I've never wondered because I just assumed hot dogs were worse for you.
Yes,
Does that sound right?
That's absolutely right. So hamburgers pack 4 to 6 times more protein than a standard hot dog.
Okay.
Especially if you put cheese on it, right? Makes them much more filling. Hot dogs can contain excessive salt. And also they can be cured with nitrates and nitrites, which are chemicals that are linked to cancer risks. Ground beef, however, you just might get a parasite or salmonella.
Sounds great.
Or, food poisoning or something
Sounds
like
great.
Hot dogs can be lower in calories and fat, but, that's only part of it.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So here's what I recommend you do. I recommend you do both.
Have you ever listen, but here's my question. Can I get like what if I got the type of hot dog? What if I got hot dogs that are what if I got like a good pack of hot dogs? I'm not talking about the ones where they're like, remember back in the day there was a brand, I don't remember what it was, but they're like, it plumps when you cook them. That was their marketing ploy. Do you remember this?
It was it Ballpark?
I don't know, but the reality is that if something plumps when you cook it and it's meat based, that's a bad thing. Like, you don't want your meat getting bigger when you cook it.
Yeah, it's Ballpark. It was Ballpark.
Am I wrong? I'm trying to think if there's an option out there of a meat that you cook
and it plumps,
that you're hoping that it gets big when you cook it.
Well, that happens though with some things, like for example, but hold on a minute.
Not a meat product, right?
Well, to be fair, if you're not careful, this can happen with your hamburger patties. Have you ever had that happen?
No, I've never had meat get bigger when I cook it.
It plumps up in the middle.
Oh, that's not plumping. The meat's not plumping. That is you tried to make it a flat burger, but what ended up happening was the mass moved into the middle as it shrunk cooking. Are you understanding this?
Yeah, but also kind
bring
of
the physics. Up. Bring the No.
But it plumps up in the middle.
Okay. Technically it does. But by volume it got smaller, right? Yeah, so I think in the end we can all agree nobody wants their meat to get bigger when they cook it. That's a bad thing.
I already have the science behind it. Do you want to know the science behind the plump? I looked it up on AI.
Yeah, it's made because they it's basically whipped up hot dog meat into the casing and they cook it and it just expands. Think about when
here's what it is.
They put it in the microwave and it starts to be like it like explodes.
As the inside of the hot dog heats up, the water and moisture trapped in the meat turn into steam. Mm-hmm. This buildup creates internal pressure that pushes the hot dog outward.
Plumps when you cook it.
Many hot dogs have natural or cellulose casings. When exposed to high heat, these casings tighten up and shrink, forcing the meat inside to bulge out.
Gross.
And melting fats. The fats and collagen suspended in the hot dog melt as they warm, creating an emulsified, juicy interior that puffs up the skin.
Emulsified, juicy interior is your new nickname. All right?
How to get the plumpest hot dog? Boil or steam. Boil or steam to get the plumpest hot dog.
But no, okay, it's 2026. Don't boil your hot dog.
I love boiled hot dogs.
Oh, my gosh.
What's wrong with the boiled hot dog?
I just found out everything I need to know about you as my friend.
We got this text from Caroline. Why doesn't an all-beef hot dog taste like a hamburger? Which I think is a great question.
Okay, can I tell you a story? I've made all-beef hot dogs before in a USDA-approved
casing.
No, is it USDA who does they sign off at a meat place? Or is it? No, it's USDA.
USDA.
So I did a voluntary. So down in Spanish Fork, I don't know if they still have it. There was a meat processing plant that's owned by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which of course,
never heard of it.
Which of course, I'm a member of.
Deseret hot dogs.
These are. It's Beehive hot dogs. And I did the full thing. I put meat into the hopper, okay?
Yeah.
And I helped at that point.
So what did the meat look like when you put it in? Were they cuts of meat?
It was because these are 100% hot. They were 100% beef hot dogs.
Okay.
And they were fantastic, by the way. And they also made sausage at this place. Now I'm a pretty selfish person.
Okay.
So when I get done doing this service activity, I go, "Where's the free thing that I get?" And they did. They handed us packs of sausage.
Okay.
All right, that we didn't make, but the hot dogs we made that day.
Okay.
And I did not get. When people see the sausage made or the hot dogs made, they go, they try to send videos out. PETA goes, "Look at how they make hot dogs," and I go, "That looks fantastic," because the ones that I made. And I personally made them that day for you.
So what were you throwing in? Were these like cuts of prime rib?
So when they're processing the meat for all the other things that they do, all the steaks and all they come away with trimmings. And the trimmings are, whatever the percentage is, you had to have some percent mix of actual red meat and the fat.
And fat.
Yeah. And it was cut off of it was the full when they say 100% beef, it is full beef trimmings.
Yeah.
So we threw that thing into the hopper with all the seasonings and all the stuff. And it started getting, and then it goes into the casings, goes into the smoker room.
And so it grinds it up, right? It mashes it up.
Yeah. And grinds and mashes it up does not do it justice. It becomes a
paste,
liquid meat. Yes, and then it becomes cooked. And you know what it doesn't do? Now all beef hot dogs don't do the puffing up like most do. Okay.
Okay.
When you got your special ones that are packed full of nutrients and all the other stuff, that's when they start to puff when you cook. So I've made the 100% beef hot dog, Ethan, and I sign off on it. And you know what? I've never lost my appetite by thinking about, and I had to make those hot dogs. No, I made them. They were awesome. So I sign off on them.
Here's a text. If you don't boil your hot dog, how else are you going to get that delicious hot dog water?
Now, listen, I have...
That some places actually bottling and selling.
Yeah,
now.
It's not called hot dog water. It's hot dog stock. It's hot dog bone broth, which are boneless, by the way.
Hot dog stock.
Hot dog stock. You know what? Patent pending. Okay, I know I just made a joke, but at this show I have personally invented a few things. Mostly food. They're all food related.
They're all food related.
You can eat your Amazon box. You can eat your Amazon box, and also, hey, you into taking all those other things? How about I get you some nice
hot dog stock?
Hot dog stock. You can get those cubes.
You know what I bet? I bet it's probably good for like workout recovery. It's got a lot of electrolytes.
Those electrolytes in it.
Salt, probably nice and salty. Lots of electrolytes.
I know a guy.
It's got the taste.
A guy would
crave.
I know a guy would like make drinks out of it. They're like, you want that hot dog water martini? It brings a new version to that dirty drink you're drinking. The dirty Diet Coke. You know how it gets dirty? Pour some hot dog water in that thing at the Maverick.
David Berg texted in. He said, once again, vegans for the win.
Come on.
You know what? These are questions David Berg never has to ask. That's true.
I'm still staying on this hot dog water thing. If Maverick doesn't have a pump next to their soda coming up here in the next month or two that has all the
hot
different
dog
flavors.
Water syrup. I wonder if it would work with Mountain Dew.
Of course.
Mountain Dew's really sweet.
Yeah, you got that salt to cut it out. Yes.
A little smoky.
Yeah, but it's a little bit gray. The water's a little bit gray.
So you get something not quite so neon, a little smoky.
I hate myself having this conversation, but I know it would be tasty. We're into the salty stuff.
Who do we know? Who do we know that's an executive at Swig?
That we can ask if you
pitch this to.
Start putting the dirty hot dog water.
Do you have anyone's cell phone number over at Swig?
Call Swig up and see if they'd be willing to take on a few hundred bottles that we're producing.
I don't think I have Swig.
We're going to start producing a few hundred bottles today of product.
Okay.
It starts with opening a couple of packs of hot dogs and squeezing out that delicious, delicious hot dog stock.
Okay. We're in. Take us to break.
We got a break. We got news, traffic, and weather right now. Yes, there is emergency traffic on I-15 right now. Yes, there is a crash with injuries. We're going to get the update right around the corner. Stay right here with us. More to go. It's KSL Brightside.
2:31 at KSL News Radio. I'm Reagan Edelman. KSL's top local story this hour. Today marks the start of a new snow year. It also means Salt Lake City officially logged its worst winter in more than 150 years of record keeping. KSL News Radio's Adam Small has details.
The last time we were talking about record low snow totals in Salt Lake City was during the Dust Bowl in 1933 and 34. That winter, the city got a little over 14 inches of snow, but this past year, we didn't even get 4 inches. KSL meteorologist Matt Johnson tells me a big reason we blew that last record low out of the water is because we saw a combination of record warm temperatures and a lack of storms on full blast.
Matt says there's definitely hope for a better winter, especially because models show we could have a super El Nino pattern this year. It's not a guarantee, but we've had several above-average snowpacks during those in previous years. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. An odd scene in New York City today. A couple climbed to the top of the Empire State Building where one proposed to the other. Now the two are both in police custody.
They climbed down for about 250 feet. The NYPD officers were there waiting, took these two individuals into custody after they climbed to the very top of the Empire State Building spire, unfurled a banner, then climbed to a platform. One proposed to the other, and the two appeared to embrace in what is one illegal stunt. On top of everything else, masks and costumes are not allowed on the Empire State Building observation decks.
That's ABC's Aaron Katursky. Your money at this moment, the Dow is down 13 points, closing at 52,305. Coming up, temperatures continue to climb back up ahead of the holiday. KSL weather is next. KSL News Time 2:33.
A reminder about the simplest way to get updated for your day.
Hit your KSL preset when you jump in the car, and we'll take care of the rest.
Hear key news updates and traffic reports.
Andy and Amanda from 5 to 9 in your car.
KSL News Radio at 102.7 FM.
Right now, UCCU is offering short-term savings options with incredibly high yields. Simply make a deposit, then watch your savings grow with a fixed rate of return that's much higher than a savings account. UCCU also has great offers on jump-up options. So if rates continue to rise, you can jump up your rate and earn even more. Visit uccu.com to learn more and supercharge your savings today. UCCU. Love where you bank.
I'm Walker Kessler, and I play basketball for a living. So I know how important it is to have the support of a team you can trust. That's why I love UCCU. UCCU is more than a credit union. They're a true financial partner, a local team of experts your entire family can trust at every step of your financial journey. Just visit uccu.com and elevate your banking experience.
On BritBox, there is a place where stories twist like cobblestone roads, grand manners hide secrets, and stakes are higher than seaside cliffs. Find places worth getting lost in on BritBox. Watch new series like The Other Bennett Sister from the world of Jane Austen and A Woman of Substance starring Golden Globe winner Brenda Blethyn. If you want to get away, you're in the right place. Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Free trial at BritBox.com.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
We have emergency traffic and weather together, brought to you by UCCU. You deserve to love where you bank. Here's Ricky Meese.
Northbound I-15 remains just a mess. It's due to a crash at the South Interchange in Murray. That's the I-215 junction. We still have 3 right and center lanes blocked. Only 2 left lanes are open. And the stop-and-go delays continue to grow. They're now reaching into Draper at 114th South. Again, consider an alternate route and avoid this stretch of northbound I-15. Now, in Summit County, a little bit of good news. It looks like the rollover crash westbound I-80 prior to Highway 40 Park City has been able to get moved just enough so that a lane of travel is getting through. So they've opened up the freeway technically. However, we still have heavy delays, and sometimes traffic is stopped, sometimes it's barely inching along, and those backups are almost to one ship in Summit County. While you're planning your day, plan for comfort too with the Good Feet store. Find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
KSL weather. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 89 degrees, and temperatures will continue to climb up ahead of the holiday weekend. Friday, a high of 91, and for your 4th, we'll get to about 93 degrees. Into next week, we're pushing 100. Right now, it's 90 degrees and windy in Salt Lake City. I'm Reagan Edelman from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com, we're Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Millard.
Parenting adult kids has got its own set of challenges.
And Alex Curie.
Yep, those are big diapers when they get older.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome. You're listening to KSL Brightside.
You
Ethan
forget
Millard
the
here
name
with
of our show every day.
Alex Curie. Oh, I remember it.
You're listening to start
What
shuffling.
is this? What is this? Where am I?
Papers around.
Well, I mean, in 20 minutes, I got to go join that traffic. And I'm starting to
southbound?
merge my attention.
Is it southbound?
To what I got to do the rest of the afternoon, which is go back to Teton.
I thought
know
it was
northbound.
I thought it was northbound.
Yeah. So
15.
listen, if you're northbound I-15 right now through the center of the valley, I just want to say you have our condolences. If you're headed that direction, maybe you want to jump off and give it a chance to clear up. Grab yourself a big gulp. Right?
Is that
maybe
the move?
A cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Big gulp.
Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Get it done.
Little bag of almonds or
go.
something. I like those wasabi almonds.
Oh,
Get them at the
yeah.
gas station.
They hurt your throat a little bit.
And kill a little bit of time because you are going to be hating your life if you are on I-15 through the center part of the valley. And in the meantime, though, are you ready for a little bit of paranormal?
Oh, see, now this I'm excited about. You know why? Because we don't get to bust this out very often. However, it is one of those moments for us to be able to jump in here and talk about some stuff that's being seen in the skies. And not just that. The U.S. government's making a move. Somebody's going to be overseeing all of this stuff here. It's Paranormal Nightside. Let's do it.
Exploring the unexplained, supernatural, and extraterrestrial with a pair of normies. This is Paranormal Brightside.
All right. So apparently, and I was not aware of this, but the White House has a UFO council that they're putting together.
Well, they do now. They're putting it together now.
And they've chosen to lead it a man named Avi Loeb, who is a cosmologist.
It makes it sound like he does your nails.
That's where I paused on that word, too. I would
have stayed with astronomer.
But he's a cosmologist.
Because it's either he does your... Cosmologist sounds like he does your nails or he reads your future, right? Have you seen that? A guy goes, because I think somebody even brought that up. They were like, I'm an astronomer. And it was on one of those dating shows, and the lady goes, I'm a Pisces. He goes, oh, okay. And but cosmologist is confusing. Regardless, this is a former Harvard professor who basically.
Well, not just that. He was the head of Harvard's astronomy department until 2020. Now
when they found out that he has this obsession with aliens being real.
Well, he is apparently a real believer.
Yes.
So now he said, in fact, he kind of came to prominence in 2017 when there was an interstellar object that kind of cruised through the solar system.
Yeah.
And for the most part, the scientific community believed it was a comet or an ice chunk or something like that, while Loeb said that he thought it could be a thin light sail detached from an alien spacecraft. Are you familiar with the light sail? They capture light as if it were wind, and it can push you through space. It's this kind of idea. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, keep going.
I'm just saying what this says.
I like making you feel like you're actually part of the conspiracy too. I was just like, no, keep going.
Yeah,
Tell me more about this.
I'm KSL's Fox Mulder.
Here's the reality about it, Ethan. Is back in May when they released all those documents and all the footage and all the stuff when the UFO thing started to get more legs. The thing that was crazy about it is that they rolled out all of this. They declassified a ton of stuff, and they said, have fun, America, like kind of deciphering what all this stuff is. This council, the thing that's interesting for me about this council is on UFOs is that it's specifically they're not interested in taking you and I going, I've seen something up there. They're not interested in that.
Yeah.
It's military personnel reporting stuff that is being seen on their radars, on all their stuff.
But see, here's the thing, though. This is what they need to understand.
Because they're the ones that are looking in the sky anyway. I can look up and go, what the heck is that? It's because I'm not trained to look up there and say, what is that?
But here's the thing, though.
Where's
is
Patrick
that
Wiggins when I need
they
him?
don't want to hear from us, but the military is filled with just people, just like you and me.
I know, but they're looking at sophisticated equipment that is looking at the sky, and they're trained to look at the sky, and they're trained to look into the beyond as well.
I want to know more about how much training they get to look at the sky. That's what I want. I want to know more about this.
Well, okay, fine. You think that a lieutenant colonel flying around an F-35 sees something wild at night and has a cajillion years of flight experience and goes, Mike, I've never seen that. Do you know what we're looking at here?
Yeah.
I take way more into account than the guy who throws a cigarette on the ground, puts it out, and goes, hey, Cousin Ethan, have you seen this?
I don't really. So this.
Oh, but they're just regular people, Ethan. I was like, yeah, who have a ton of flight experience or who have a ton of radar experience. Don't discount it.
But they have all the human foibles that we all have. We can see things and we can interpret things in weird ways. I'm just saying I don't have great hope. Now, this council, though, is going to be interesting because they put together this group of people, and this includes Timothy Gallaudet,
excuse you,
who's a retired rear admiral who has warned about UAP controlled by non-human intelligence, and he claims the U.S. has recovered crashed aircraft. Also on the team is Ben Lamb, who is a billionaire working to revive extinct species. So this is going to be an interesting group to watch. I don't have high hopes that they're going to present solid evidence of alien life because I really don't think it's there. And I do think it's smart to look.
Why don't you think it's there? I get you not believing in ghosts, but let me ask you why
I think that
there couldn't be something else out there.
I think that if there's any life in any other planets, which there very well could be, they're going to be probably kind of at the same level that we are because, there's a natural progressions of things.
Yeah, and they could be a billion years ahead of where we're at.
Well, they couldn't because we all had the same starting point.
Why?
Which is the start of the universe. So if you go back to the start of the universe, you have to go through this process by which all the elements are formed through the process of stars and gravity and all that, and then habitable planets, and then you've got to – there's this process that goes through. And so I think it's unlikely that we're going to find life that is so dramatically more advanced that they could travel from such far away and then be here and be so undetectable by us. I just don't think that's...
Got Ethan DeGrasse Millard over here who thinks that he knows everything about how stuff works.
Hey, you asked my opinion.
We have the same starting point as everybody else. Our galaxy, we have no clue what's going on out there. We have no clue what's going on out there.
Look, the whole universe was a hot, dark place.
Okay.
Haven't you heard this song?
Ooh, I kind of like Hot Dark Place would be a good band name. See, I like this.
Yeah. So that's my position. But I do think, though, it's worth now to start to look for out there other signs of life. I do think that's smart. But I don't know. I don't know how much we're going to find here of, super secret aliens and things like that. It just doesn't seem likely to me. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
And I didn't think of that as an idea. This is I watched an interesting video of a guy who kind of walked through this of how these things evolve and why we shouldn't expect to find races that are so infinitely beyond our capability, to be tens of millions of years ahead of us. And I thought that, and honestly, that made sense to me. That made more sense to me than this world is full of these unidentified flying objects and aliens that are somehow able to be visible and not visible, that are sometimes visible on electronic equipment, sometimes not, sometimes in the water, sometimes in the air.
I think discounting their ability as inventors is not the way to do it.
You think I need to take aliens more seriously?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Do you believe in, honest question?
My thing is that, I'm not a big ghost. I'm not a big paranormal, for the ghost situation. Haunted stuff, I don't believe in. But I took an astronomy class in college, and I was led to believe that the reality of not being able to know anything of what's going on, basically past, 1,000 light years past us, and the observable universe is 18 billion light years across or whatever it is. I just have not. I'm not convinced that nothing could be out. That there for sure definitively is nothing out there.
Well, I can get on board with that. What I just can't get on board is they came here.
I can't. I don't necessarily get on board with they're out to destroy us, but
no, not that they're out to destroy us, but even that they could. Right? Because they would have to be really far away.
Where are they at? Tell me where they're at in their progression then, since they're exactly in step with our progression.
I think that
as a species.
I think that often, what Alpha Centauri, there is a planet and there's a radio station.
And there's two guys. And he's like, have you heard about the Philly cheesesteak?
And they're saying,
this place in the Milky Way wants us to try these Philadelphia cheesesteaks.
And right now they're having a conversation about this planet called Earth, which might be habitable, and they think that aliens have come from Earth. They're hiding themselves in the oceans.
I don't think it's real, Gork. Anyway, when we come back, this portion of the show brought to you by Hot Dog Water.
How did we get so many texts about hot dogs?
Did we get more?
Yeah.
I love it.
So
because it's not polarizing. What it is it's a great unifier.
Here's a text. There's a MASH episode where the unit is out of water. The hot dogs are boiled in evaporated milk. They call it cream of weenie soup.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Use the stock to make hot dog gravy. Serve it up with mashed potatoes and your hot dogs, and it's gourmet. It's gourmet bangers and mash.
I'm telling you, it would have been good. All right, we'll take the break here. We've got more around the corner. We've got our AI question of the day, which is, of course, we're going to dive in more to our America's Top 50 list that we've been doing this week. Stay right here with us. It's KSL Brightside.
Let's face it, it's time to give your finances a serious glow up. Hi, I'm Susan Spears, a certified public accountant and host of the all-new podcast, Talk to Your CPA. Think of this as your ultimate money guide, packed with actionable tips for every stage of life. Starting a family, college, a business, retirement. We'll cover it all and call on a deep bench of money experts to share their best strategies. And when I switch into CPA mode, we'll cut through the jargon to uncover hidden tax breaks or financial nuggets that might work for you, like special deductions for tax earners, tax wins at age 65, and benefits when you buy a new car, or just how to stretch your dollar. The first episode drops soon, so subscribe to Talk to Your CPA on your favorite podcast platform today. Because true financial freedom isn't about ditching your daily latte. It's about uncovering hidden hacks to launch a financial glow-up that keeps on glowing.
Talk to Your CPA is proudly powered by the Utah Association of CPAs.
Looking for your next great adventure? Visit KSL.com/win and enter this week's KSL News Radio contest. Step back in time with this week's America 250 contest to win a trip to Vernal, Utah, courtesy of America First Credit Union. Plus, saddle up for a chance to win tickets to the Ute Stampede Rodeo, one of Utah's largest rodeo celebrations. Don't miss your chance to win. Visit KSL.com/win today and get entered. That's KSL.com/win.
Progressive presents the Museum of You.
We begin our tour with a unique piece, a relic from the early big screen television era. Remarkable. Next, we find a juicer, which historians believe has only ever been used once. And finally, compact discs from the emo era. A rare find indeed.
Some things should be history, but until then, you could protect what's important to you and save by bundling your auto insurance with a renter's policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's finally here, and we're kicking it off with a whole lot of free. Free brake pads with Duralast rotors. Free oil filter with 5 quarts of oil. Free Armor All wipes with Armor All glass cleaner, and more. More free, so you can have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Any Hour Services can help unclog any drain in your house. Whether you have a backup, a clog, or a slow drain you want fixed. Call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. The show you didn't know you needed. And still don't. On KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. Final segment here on KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millett here with Alex Curie.
I'm gonna get kicked out of my chair here, Ethan. So
yeah, you are.
You keep this thing spinning here, and I'm gonna.
Where is Tim?
Tim's gonna walk in here in just a minute. I saw him already here.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
But you know what he's gonna do now? Because normally he rolls up and kicks me out already. Then he's gonna start hassling Caitlin, and then he starts throwing things. You know how Tim is.
Okay, well, listen, we got a couple of special things for you here for the last segment of the day. And if you've been listening the last couple of days, then you'll know that we put together a list of the 250 people, places, and things that have moved America, made America great over the last 250 years. Now, this is not just a list of people, although there are people on it. This is not just a list of events, although there are events on it. This is not just a list of items and things, although there are things and items on there. This is all of it together, and we did this in cooperation with AI. And what's cool about this is that ended up giving us a list that we're able to read blind. So we do not know what's coming on this list. We do not know what's number one. We don't know what's in the top 10. And right now, I want to say we're about halfway through the list. We get down. So we started with 250, and we've walked ourselves all the way down to about 100. Aren't we at 100 now, Alex?
We're going to get past 100 because I think we got to 110 in the stream today.
110?
Because we're trying to get a chunk of it out of here. But it's all part of our ongoing series here, as you mentioned, Ethan, here. And it is, of course, at the end of the program, which means it's our AI question of the day.
When Google just isn't enough and thinking for yourself is just too hard, here's your AI question of the day.
Okay, so
brought to you by the Humble Hot Dog, Ethan.
What's that?
Brought to you by the Humble Hot Dog.
Which has captivated our text stream.
I know. That's what I'm like.
Which is amazing. You know why we're getting those texts? Because everyone's stuck in traffic there on I-15.
Well, they're hungry.
And so they're just like, whatever, I'll text.
I have no shame in saying that the J-Dog has become that's a legitimate hot dog right there.
You know what I honestly
the J-Dog sauce up with it.
You know what's number one for me, honestly, and I'm not afraid to say this?
The Hebrew National.
Gas station hot dogs.
Yeah.
Maverick.
They're not all created
Holiday.
equal. They're not all created equal.
No, but Mavericks are great. I like Holiday. There's some really good gas station hot dogs. I'm not afraid to say that.
I love I look over in Tim Hughes' direction as if I'm going to be like, "Oh, Tim, give us your thoughts on gas station hot dogs." Except for he's a way classier person than that. All right,
well, Wiener Schnitzel, chili cheese.
Yeah, the 5 for $5
with the all beef.
Yeah, with the all beef.
He's got his order.
I know. When I was in college, that was a go-to because you could get them for not very much money comparatively.
Look, there's
now it's probably $38 to get 5 of them. Like there's like 5 for $35.
There's a reason why gas stations stock hot dogs, and it's because they sell. And they sell because they're good and they're inexpensive. And so that's all I'm saying about that. So, Alex, let's get going. So we're at number 110 out of 250. So we're working our way up to number 1.
So here's what we have, and I'm asking it to make sure that it doesn't get too wild with like the repeat. I asked it to say don't do the repeats because it hasn't repeated anybody yet. But what it has done is it's gone kind of the direction of doing very similar things, right?
Yeah, we got Disneyland and Walt Disney.
Although those, I think that works.
I do too. In general, I do too.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we ended with Thomas Jefferson at 110.
Which is crazy to me because he's a top 10.
I think so too. They put him at 110.
Let's just keep
and
let's go. Let's keep going. We'll see.
Okay, so I'm going to keep going with this and feel okay with it. 109 is the Bill of Rights.
What?
I know. I think it's also rated low.
Why aren't Thomas Jefferson and the Bill of Rights in the top 5 or top 10?
I think they should be higher. Yellowstone National Park, 108.
I mean, at this point, I'm wondering what could possibly be in the top 10.
I know, especially because 107. While I appreciate the contributions from a food standpoint, but George Washington Carver probably shouldn't be ahead of Thomas Jefferson. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay. But I told myself
I love peanut butter as much as the next guy.
I told myself I would not quibble about the rankings.
That's right. We're not
themselves.
debating this. We're just reading it. That's right.
The American Revolution is 106. Grand Canyon National Park. All right.
Okay.
And then the completion. No. I think we're getting kind of okay. Boy, this is getting – a lot of them are getting mixed up here. All right, I got one for you. All right,
Okay.
Susan B. Anthony.
Okay.
Neil Armstrong.
Okay.
Because Buzz Aldrin was somewhere on the list,
Buzz Aldrin we've already had, yeah.
So you think Buzz Aldrin is offended that Neil Armstrong's first?
I would be if I were him.
But Neil Armstrong was the first one to walk on the moon. I mean, Buzz is a great guy.
Yeah, but he was there.
Yeah, he didn't walk on the moon, though. All right. The Marshall Plan.
We did that one.
Did we do that one?
We did that one.
See, I think it's starting to get into some of these repeats here. All right.
Come on, AI.
I know. I don't think it did. I don't think it did a great job of trying to keep these that without some repeats, because I think that it got okay. First Continental Congress.
Okay.
I'm okay with that because I don't think that it necessarily meant that it was. I mean, it's not the same as just the Constitution,
right?
Or the Bill of Rights, or
sure.
And certainly some of the leaders who were there. Okay, now we're getting into it. Processed cheese.
So processed cheese scored higher than Thomas Jefferson?
We have to look at it like these are just all the ones that are supposed to be in here.
You know what's interesting? It's occurring to me that AI is also looking at what we love and what's important to us.
I think it might be because one of the ones that's also on the list is actually the peanut butter cup, the Reese's peanut butter cup.
And so
I think it's heard us talking, right?
Well, and here's the thing is, how often do we talk about Thomas Jefferson? How often do we eat processed cheese? That's how AI sees it.
Yeah. We've shown our true colors.
It's like Americans eat way.
You're all Thomas Jefferson is way more important to America. They're all really because I have 78 million references more of American processed cheese than I do of Thomas Jefferson in the last 48 hours by your people. Right?
I think we're seeing the real risk of AI. They fundamentally do not understand us. Or maybe they understand us too well. They just cut straight to the chase.
I'm gonna not okay. So now they actually asked.
What happens when AI realizes that we don't love freedom? We just love processed cheese. What happens then?
This is why the alien races that are out there somewhere are like, we're way ahead of those idiots. Because they're like, what's important to them? I've looked at their AI records. It's all processed cheese. The whole thing is just processed cheese.
And some peanut butter cups.
So AI asked me, it interrupted our list and said, do you want me to start doing states? Which states are the most important? And I said, and I wanted to say, no. But there is part of me that goes, is there a more important state one over the other?
Alex, you got to get a handle. You got to be the boss here in this relationship. This AI is pushing you around. I mean, you've lost control of this list. You gotta assert control.
I can't tell if I'm crying right now or if I'm okay. I'm gonna vow to do better. I'm gonna go full Todd Weiler on this and apologize. Oops, my bad. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna make sure that we get this list in order here.
We've got a lot to do tomorrow. Then
I know we've got tons
100 to do tomorrow.
Tim Hughes, he's going to get you going here. We're going to get to look at that traffic that's been crazy on I-15 northbound this afternoon. Stay right here.
KSL FM Midvale.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
It's 3 o'clock at KSL News Radio, and in for Jeff Kaplan again this afternoon. I'm Tim Hughes. Sunny skies, and it's hot out there, 90 degrees. KSL's top story, firefighters are slowly gaining ground against the Cottonwood fire near Beaver, but it's going to be a while before crews turn their attention from fighting the flames to investigating the cause. KSL News Radio's Eric Cabrera is on Utah Fire Watch today and joins us live to explain what's happening behind the scenes. Eric?
Tim, imagine trying to find a single match in thousands of acres of burned forest. That's essentially the job wildfire investigators face after firefighters contain a blaze. Great Basin Team 5's Alyssa Mason says investigators search for everything from lighting scars on trees to cigarette butts, trailer chain fragments, and even use specially trained furry friends.
Sometimes we will bring out fire dogs that can actually smell petroleum matches, those kinds of things. It's actually kind of a big process that you're sifting through sometimes a huge area just trying to find a literal match in the woods.
Mason says they've solved fires using everything from surveillance photos to receipts left behind at a fire starting point that helped track down who was there before the flames started. She thinks the biggest misconception is that finding a wildfire's cause happens overnight, and that investigators would rather take the time to get it right. Live, Eric Cabrera, KSL News Radio.
Meantime, target shooting has been temporarily restricted on wildlife management lands in 16 Utah counties. The Department of Wildlife Resources says extreme fire danger makes the risk too high, and that if a fire on private lands were to start, it would damage crucial habitat. So for the time being, no target shooting or explosive devices on WMAs. They say they'll reevaluate in a couple of weeks. You can see the full list of impacted counties on the DWR's website. Many fireworks sellers across the state were shocked and upset when restrictions were put in place for the 4th of July, but we're now hearing from one seller in Lehigh who's taking a different approach. KSL News Radio's Cameron Elliott has that story.
John Knecht and his son Eric are the owners of Duncan's Fireworks, and they've taken a more positive spin on the firework ban. He says he understands why people are angry, but it comes down to making the wisest choice.
Everyone has their right to buy fireworks still. Everyone has their right to sell them. It's just a matter of how safe do we want to be and how pragmatic do we want to be.
Knecht says besides refunding pre-orders and recommending storage options for next year, they're also raising funds for the Lehigh Fire Department to try and ease some of the strain of a difficult fire season.